181.fm.
Yo.
This is 181.fm.
Celebrate summer in style with great...
Anyway.
Hurry into your neighborhood store today to save big on...
Okay, we get it. I don't need to shop at Lowe's. Thanks, Lowe's. Mic is on.
There we go.
The mic is on. There we go. Gotta love that air conditioner in the background.
Oh man, but it's like saving our life right now.
I know.
It's like 90 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, it is. I got
Not
sunburn.
really. It's only like 70, 77, 78 out. Earlier today it was
Earlier
very hot,
it was-
yeah,
it was-
but now it's
My
not.
car said 82.
I got sunburned today.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Very red. Laying on top of my truck tanning,
And
and then falling asleep for like 45 minutes.
That is pretty great.
Is that how you sound like death?
No, I sound like death because I'm actually sick. And I've been sick since Thursday.
Proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Welcome.
I just want to go to bed. I've been up since 3:30.
I've had no life.
I've been up.
I've worked and slept.
That's
had
all
so
I've
little-
done as well.
I've had so little time that I don't even have time to look at my phone. Either look at my phone while driving.
What is
or
this?
If I could sleep in...
What is that? What are you doing?
No. Blister.
From
Yard work.
oh,
Yeah.
yard work.
A long wooden shaft.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
You get it. I get blisters on my hands too when I work with long wooden shafts. It's because they're hard, really hard. There's a lot of friction.
They're unforgiving. Forgiving.
And what?
They're unforgiving.
They're very unforgiving. Yeah, until you're completely done with them. Then you can put them away. Wet. Because you've been sprinkling, watering the plants too. The wooden poles get wet. Right? Gardening. This
I'm
is
done with you.
common gardening etiquette, guys. Like, I've learned how to water plants this weekend. And hold big wooden poles.
Alright, Pharaoh's camera's good. That camera's dead. I need to fix that one. That one's good. This one is good, except I can't use the remote for some reason. By the way, if anybody knows anything about the Visca protocol or Sony PTZ cameras, can you tell me why the remote would randomly stop working for two cameras of the same model but not a camera of a different model? I don't know if the server accidentally sent a weird RS-232 command that disabled it or something, but it's really weird because the remote doesn't do anything. It doesn't move the camera, but if I send it serial commands, it moves. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's weird.
I'm gonna grab those tissues because I guarantee you, me and those tissues are gonna be best friends this show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna be
best
BFFs.
friends.
We're actually mates.
Oh man, you're mates.
Yeah.
You've been mates and you've only known each other for a few minutes.
I need to make like a tail for
It's meant to be.
this box of tissues. I need to make like a tail and ears for this box of tissues. Then a collar and a leash.
Yeah.
And some bondage gear.
It's really gay.
Huh? For this we're mates now. Me and
No, that
they're
video
wedding
is really
tissues.
gay.
Isn't it? It's really gay, but you should retweet
I'm not
it.
liking or retweeting that.
Can you please?
No.
Please?
Have paradox. That is just extraordinarily gay. It's not even cute. It's just
Oh, it's
full
cute.
flamboyant homosexual.
I thought it was cute. That's why I retweeted it.
You're dry humping his crotch.
Guys, does everything sound okay? The air conditioner's on in the background. We'll turn that off in a sec, but everything should sound good.
I like your power fist.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
Your power fist. We have varying different levels of cute.
Who? 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 Who?
Well, at least I know you can last a minute.
Yeah, that's meth and blitz.
Oh. Who's meth?
Who? Who?
Is this a meme that I don't know about or something?
No, it's a video
was-
on Twitter that I thought was absolutely adorable, and I had to retweet.
It's two fursuiters humping each other.
And
That's
apparently
adorable.
it's too gay for Pharaoh, who is a fox. Which
It's not adorable though.
it is adorable. Did you even okay? Did you listen to it?
No.
It's cute.
Does it have like music or something?
Yeah, there's music in the background. I thought it was adorable, and I'm like, I had to retweet it because it was really cute.
Alright,
No.
It was cute.
Shit, I'm trying to figure out how to focus this shit. I'm gonna focus on...
If you haven't watched it, it's on my Twitter. I retweeted it. I made Favor watch it, and apparently it's too gay for him, but he's a fox, so that makes no sense, because...
Actually, I'm gonna move this thingy so I can focus this camera. Focus, 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 zoom in, zoom. Actually, that works really well.
Like, it's such high levels of homosexuality, it's disturbing me.
I mean, are you even a furry? Like, are you on FA? Like, do you look at furry art? Like, that's not even bad compared to the shit I've seen. And you've seen worse than me, because I know you.
I've seen many horrible things.
We both have. Probably at the same time.
Okay, I'm actually thinking about moving this camera over even more. I don't know, what do you think, chat room? You think it should go over here? I think maybe it should go over here. Or maybe look like that.
I just think you should retweet it because it's adorable. I can't... Oh. Yeah, I can see your nipples. I just wanted to see if I could see your nipples.
Probably can.
I can see your nipples.
Like the North Star. They shine through everything.
They lead the way. Follow the nipples. Follow Pharaoh's nipples.
Woot!
It's what the 3 wise men used to find Jesus.
Pharaoh's nipples.
Wouldn't that be Dirty Eyes' nipples?
That it just makes me wonder where exactly was
His
Jesus.
are like the little dipper compared to mine.
Where was Jesus in
Relation?
to your nipples? Just below them, or like
I
where
shone-
were you rather?
My nipples just shine down from the heavens. Shone down.
Shone
Shone down, apparently.
down.
Shone down.
Shined down.
Yeah. But I mispronounced it, so I just kept going with
Shoned.
it. Shoned down.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Pharaoh's
Wow.
nipples were the wise men's.
You guys have to be the weirdest entertainment. Like while I'm setting stuff up and everything, and like making everything work, you guys are just
Talking about Pharaoh's nipples.
yeah, apparently.
I didn't bring it up.
I brought it up. Because I could always see your nipples. Like, literally, that's like one of the things I just know from being on the show is like your nipples always kind of poke out.
Somebody was saying Tim Tams are guest.
How many there are? You can probably form a person now.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, I don't have any news articles at all. So I'll give Pharaoh a minute, maybe. Yeah, Pharaoh, do you want like another maybe minute or two just to kind of go through your usual sources?
Sure.
All right. Kaiwana just tweeted a picture of Tim Tams and saying he's watching FurCast. Oh, tell you know it's good. Actually, really fast.
Our guest tonight, Tim Tams.
What?
Our guest tonight, Tim Tams.
Yep, pretty much. So I'm actually going to right-click that and then hit enable on that, and then we're going to go to recent. I just need to run this test real quick, just make sure the channels all work. Oh.
Service. After the beep,
Please record a message.
afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Check 1, 2. FurCast and stuff. How's it going, CJ?
It's going. It's yeah, it's going.
And that's broken. Why is that broken?
If you are able
Let me just make sure that that audio interface has stuff set up correctly. Hey, there we go. That's weird. It seems to be working there. Hey, check 2. Okay. It's working there, so why isn't it working here? I've got output 5 and 6. So this is not 1, 2. It's not 3, 4, but it is definitely 5, 6, and we do have output going there. Yeah. I don't know what's up with you, Mr. Computer. Help, computer. Remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see. Okay, that's interesting. I see what the problem is. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The cable wasn't all the way in. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Good old TRS jack. Anyway, I'm just gonna give Pharaoh another minute, guys, just to try to find some stuff from his sources, because he's really good at finding crazy articles, so. We'll do this. Give this one more try.
Hello, welcome to
Skype call testing service.
After the beep,
Alright.
record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
So, a high impedance air gap, says somebody in the chat room. That's brilliant. It works out well. So, a high impedance air gap, says somebody in the chat room. That's brilliant. Cool. That was excellent, Skype. 5 out of 5. And I'm going to close it. And I'm going to bypass the FX on that. This good old air conditioner in the background. It's keeping us alive.
It literally is keeping us alive.
It is, yeah. Get my positioning all right here. And that's a little low. Alright, Pharaoh, I'm gonna go fix my camera, and when I get back, we're gonna start. Hopefully you can find something. Something. Hey, CJ, could you tilt that screen back for me?
Yep.
Alright, cool. We're all good. You can tilt it back the other way.
Okay.
Oh god, hit the light.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh Lord.
I will fix the light. There
Sorry,
we go.
light.
Ah, this TV. Damn it. No, it's not all nice enough. There we go. Oh, I almost thought I was going to fall over there. That was pretty bad. And music works good. So now we're going to do FurCast Q. Oh, I never sent that. Actually, let me do push notifications and stuff, and then we'll be ready to go. FurCast starts now. ! 3. And let's tweet it, and let's put it on there. Love how the noise gate isn't closing.
Yeah, honest, there hasn't been really much news. Most of it's just been on Donald Trump. Everywhere.
Yeah.
And Brexit.
That too.
Yeah. Brexit was top news on every site, which of course, you know, it should be. But that's pretty much the only thing that happened this week that I can think of. Other than like various staff planning stuff for AC.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I can't really talk about. I mean, if you guys want to know that there's a staff meeting at 9, there's a staff meeting at 9. Like, that's really... This week was just a very slow work week until now, and then this upcoming week for AC is just going to be a clusterfuck.
What if, like, all these people showed up at 9 for a staff meeting?
My FurCast is going to be there!
Yay! I'm going to show up. Maybe.
You're not even staff.
I don't want to be staff. How are you even staff?
You know, I don't know, actually. It just kind of happened after
makes no
so
sense.
many years of, like, doing stuff, and then, yeah, it's great. You get to boss Dorsai around though.
True. That
Dorsai
would
like
make-
you can't do that, and you're like,
You're like,
just
yeah,
kinda-
watch me. I'm
Yep.
staff, bitch. Ha ha.
good stuff. But yeah, it should be good this year. Actually, I still have the graphics for Anthrocon last year loaded up. That's
Oh my God.
yeah, that's the old slate that used to come across the video there.
Yeah.
Before, of course, we got all new graphics this year. I just don't have them loaded into the server yet.
You bring that down with you, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bring the whole machine. And then we run it into the Vision Mixer. Okay, so notification went through. I got it on mine. I'm going to turn that down, turn this down. Oh, we have the little show and tell to do, the little tech show and tell for everybody who gives a shit about it. And that's good. Cool. I'm so happy to have our main thing back. All right, well, Pharaoh, you doing the show notes should be pretty easy for you this week because it's all your articles. So,
Yeah, all two.
all two.
Oh no.
That's fine. You know, we'll talk a little bit and we'll do two, and then we'll just jump into emails.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or we could just do like start the show and not take that long, go into a break early, and then come back and just have like an extended email segment. I'd be okay with that.
Did you organize in emails?
I did not, but there are new fresh ones that came in this week.
Can we have like a nap segment where we take naps?
The stream runs, everything's on, we're just like asleep. Oh man, can't wait to watch Napcast.
I would be right now I would be totally okay with that. It's been a long day. Very long day.
Yeah.
Woke up at 3:10 this morning. Haven't gone to sleep since.
Shout out to Mike Paws. He just messaged me and said he could talk about Brexit a little bit because, you know, he's a very politically motivated person. But I kind of said, you know, I think we've all heard about it because it's kind of been on everything. Really, the only thing unique to furry about Brexit is it's a really good time to purchase art from furry artists in the UK. So if you're planning on getting a fursuit, currency's in a good place.
Yeah, it is actually.
That's pretty much it. Other than that,
Oh shit! There's actually a few like companies over there that I buy drifting stuff from. I should actually look at their stuff now. Because
Yeah.
it'd be so much cheaper.
you're probably gonna get the best deal of your life on it at this point.
That's a good. Yeah, right.
All right, I am completely ready.
I am as ready as I'm gonna get.
All right, I will start the show, I guess. Unless CJ, do you want to start?
No. I mean, I could. I could start the show.
No.
I'll start the show. We'll do this.
All right.
Let me just not die first. Hold on.
Thank you for just coughing your disgustingness
You're gonna judge me right now?
completely.
Welcome to
Serious.
Oh god, you messed it up. You fucked it up. Okay, let's try that again, guys. Welcome to FurCast, episode 238, and I am your host, CJ.
Sounds
Husky.
sick.
I am very sick. I am your sick host, CJ the Husky.
You've got like pink curl disease or something.
I do have pink curl disease. I don't even know what that is, but I have it.
You definitely have
I
it.
have pink curl disease.
Hey, I was
today.
saying to you earlier, at least you have it now and not during AC.
No, now.
So you're patient 04. AC.
Yes, I am patient 0. Now I get
You're
to
gonna
give-
get everyone sick at
Yeah,
AC.
I was just going to say, I get to give everybody else pink curl disease. Even if you're not a pink curl, you're still fucked. You're going to get it if you go to AC. So
I'm your host this evening, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I'm your Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
And yeah, this week was pretty much us being completely busy.
Yeah.
And then the show, and then next week's Anthrocon. That's pretty much it. There's like nothing else that happened.
basically what we're saying is we really don't have anything prepared for this show, like, at all.
We don't. Yeah.
So,
I don't even have a room for AC.
are you even going?
Who knows now?
Can you please go? If you don't go, I might cry. I that's a lie. I will cry. Who am I going to go to when I'm at like 1,000%?
Who are you gonna fuck with the whole time?
Yeah, I'm going to have
Yeah.
nobody's nipples to bite.
Maybe you should have saved room for me.
I wish I could save room for you. You're just too much to handle.
No, you're too much to handle.
Oh, well, you're right.
Can we talk about the fact that despite AC, was one of the worst cons to get a room for just because of how expensive it is and the demand. MFF is even worse now.
Yeah.
I still don't have a room for MFF.
Me neither.
And it's like, I just don't even know. Like,
yeah,
there's so many people. And it's one of those things where like friends will message me, be like, hey, I need a room. Have you heard of any open spaces? And I'm like, hey, I'll keep my ears peeled. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. If I see people on Twitter say I need a room, I'll always retweet them and stuff. But it's like, it's just been like no one has budged at all on that con. It's crazy.
I haven't heard. I've been looking too, just like for like maybe like a spot or two, like 2 spots. Nothing.
Yeah.
Can't find like anything. It's like nobody wants to say they have room in their room in it for MFF. Like,
luckily, the other hotels rather are okay at MFF because there's the Sky Bridge that connects them, which is nice.
that is nice.
Yeah. Whereas the
It's
AC, you
outside.
have to walk in the hot sun across several city blocks.
See, now for AC, I'm at the Courtyard Marriott, which is right across the street,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's great. That hotel's amazing. I will not stay in the West End ever again.
Yeah.
The Courtyard is it's where it's at. Just saying.
Yeah. It's definitely, that one's appropriate though, because you're kind of still at the con. Like, it's just right there.
You are literally across the street, and it's actually easier to get into the convention center because if you go out the front door, you walk around the corner, like around the hotel, and there's the escalator that goes up to the DLCC, like right there. So you're not even outside you're outside for maybe 45 seconds. Like, it's pretty legit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Good time.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wait for the elevators, so that's even better.
Yeah. So, a couple things, guys. So, first thing is, we fucked up. I know we fucked up. You guys, so many of you have emailed us and messaged me.
I cried.
And told me. We kept saying that BoJack comes back on June 22nd. BoJack comes back on July 22nd, not June 22nd. I'm sorry.
I laughed so hard when I just watched your guys' argument on Telegram.
Well, CJ like started crying.
I was
he was like,
because I was like laying there, and I was like, wait, today's the 22nd. I'm like, BoJack, and then you were like, it's July. I was like, fuck.
Well, hey, if it's any consolation, tonight during the break, I have the theme.
Okay,
To play.
That'll hold me over.
So yeah, this should hold everybody over.
I was so disappointed. I was so ready. I was like, popcorn, we're gonna hang out. And then it's like, nope. Next month. I'm like, oh.
So, well, hey, it's something to look forward to when AC's over.
That's true.
You'd be like, AC's over. At least BoJack's in a month.
BoJack's in a month, so that'll be
there
good.
you go. So I just put this in the show notes for anybody listening way far in the future to the podcast. Today is like a day or two after the Brexit vote, where Britain decided to leave the European Union. We have really nothing, we're not politically motivated to talk about it here, but I just figured I should mention it in case somebody years in the future is listening. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember when the whole world fell apart and the economy crashed. It's great.
Our generation.
Yeah,
Be
good
proud.
stuff.
Only the best.
So I have a little bit of show and tell to give you guys. So you guys remember how we didn't have the main camera? That's this camera this past week. Well, it's all due to this thing, and more specifically, I think it's actually due to this thing. So this is an HDMI repeater. It's a real cheap piece of crap HDMI. I mean, they're all the same on the inside. It's the same chipset. But anyway, well, it died, and that was why the camera didn't work. So I went ahead and I bought a new one, and it suspiciously came with a different power supply than the other one did. So I think that's a little suspicious, but yeah, it's just a random thing from China, and it's a HDMI repeater.
Thanks, China.
Yep, lovely 30, 40
China.
foot
China.
China and the Donald Trump thing. And then CJ, if you could hand me that piece of equipment right there.
thing.
Yes. So
Looks pretty. There's a lot of blue dials on it. I
yeah,
like it.
that's why we're getting rid of it actually.
Yep.
Well, actually, we're replacing it with something that's way more
Shit,
blue.
that's more blue.
It is way more blue, which I'm actually gonna show that off as well.
we screwed up.
on the screen in a minute.
It's too late now.
But I would just like to give a little tribute to this thing. So what I'm holding in my hand is a rack mount piece of gear. It's a Focusrite Sapphire Pro 40, and this is the audio interface that ran FurCast for 3 years, 4 years, 3 years, I don't know, somewhere around there. But anyway, lovely piece of kit. Absolutely, this thing was amazing, especially for the price. The preamps were great. The only thing that really made me need to move on from it is that the ASIO drivers weren't that stable. But I just want to give a little tribute to it. Great piece of equipment.
There's a warning label on it.
Yeah, there is a warning label on it.
What's the warning say? We have to be careful.
What is the warning label? It says, to avoid damage, always ensure your computer is switched off before disconnecting the FireWire cable. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to, little tribute to it. So we got a new piece of equipment in, and I'm very proud of it. We have finally gone from this, which is relatively prosumer, to something that's actually properly professional. And the unit is down here, but since CJ's sitting in front of it, I've actually got a picture up on the screen. And this is a RME Fireface UFX. And
When did you buy
so
that?
good. I bought it last week. And love the fact that it has dedicated world clock inputs and outputs. And I actually had to make little adapters for the AS-EBU ports. But yeah, it's nice to move on to a proper professional piece of gear that actually is FPGA based and has really, really
now
rock
all we need
solid-
is a professional studio.
I know. Now all we need is that whole thing. But anyway, so shout out to RME because I cut my round trip latency in half, and it makes the FurCast studio a little bit more stable. And if you don't know what any of that means or don't care, just know that we spend way too much money to broadcast animal noises. It's pretty much the moral of the story. That's pretty much that.
You don't even have Sexy Mike out.
I don't yet, but that's actually the whole point of that, though, is now that'll help integrate that.
Have
in the
Sexy
future.
Mike?
Yeah, we can have Sexy Mike on.
Sexy Mike.
Sexy Mike.
That's what it's called.
Sexy Mike.
I want to get a label maker and just put that on it.
That's Sexy Mike.
Just look at the mic and it's just got that little stick. Like,
Mike.
It's not going to be MIC though. It's going to be MIKE.
Yeah, it's got to be Sexy Mike.
Sexy Mike.
Like, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, it has to be the name Mike. It can't just be Mike like a microphone. Sexy Mike.
So that microphone is now known as Sexy Mike.
There you go.
He's its own guest.
So, speaking of you, CJ, you had a little story that you wanted to tell with your
Yeah, I
Twitter
had a-
that
I had a,
happened this week.
I had quite the awkward family experience with Twitter.
No, I didn't even hear about this.
No, I just told him. So,
Your life going down right paths?
oh, my life just this made me rethink a few things.
Left turn.
Wrong turn.
Loopy loop.
You didn't pull though, and your shoes aren't looking cool. So, that was a SpongeBob reference. Anyways,
No shit.
Wow, I just got that.
really?
That took me a second.
So, anyways,
Oh my gosh.
so I was visiting my aunt who just had surgery because I'm a nice nephew like that. So I'm talking to her, and we're sitting on the front porch and just enjoying the weather. So she sits down next to me and she's like, "Oh, every time I see you, it just all I can think of is Aru, motherfucker." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Where did that come from?" And she's like, "Well, isn't that your Twitter name?" And I was like, "Are you following my Twitter?" I didn't say that, but I was just like, "Yeah." And then, like, in my mind, I'm screaming. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I went like, we're sitting next to each other. I'm scrolling through my followers. I'm like, "Where's my aunt? I can't find her." Like, I don't even know. So I don't know if she's like actually following me on Twitter, or like if I left my phone open, or like
Aru motherfucker.
that's my Twitter name. Yeah, is Aru, motherfucker.
That was your display name, you mean?
That's my
Right
display
now,
name.
your display name is Aru motherfucker.
It's been that for like seriously like 3 months. So I don't know how she found my Twitter, like, because that's not my Twitter I advertise to family. Like, I
Right.
have an actual Twitter for that.
Yeah, and you don't associate
So,
your phone number or any
Exactly.
of that.
Nothing is linked. Like, I don't know how she found it. And I'm like, it didn't really change what I'm going to post on there because I'm like,
Well, if she's been seeing, that's the thing. How
see,
long has that been
that's what I
going
don't
on?
know. I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if it's been long enough where she hasn't said anything, and like I've seen her quite often.
Well, you just posted that video that you said it was cute to me.
See, I don't care anymore. Like, I want her to come up to me and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And be like, "Oh, it's like my friend's fucking." Or whatever. Like, I just want to see what happens now. Like, now I'm curious. Now I'm like gonna like play with the ropes a little bit, like.
Well, you've gotten to that point where now being yourself isn't the problem. It's just you have to be careful who you talk about in a derogatory way because they could be watching.
They could be watching.
Yeah,
So now it literally blew my mind. I'm like, yeah, that's my Twitter name for not the right Twitter, but okay. So
That's
that was
so weird. How did it? Another family member, maybe?
I mean, because nobody else. Why would I give anybody else? Nobody in my family.
Even
has my
your
friend.
siblings or anything?
Nope. No.
Wow.
I have no idea. But like, how like Twitter like is weird sometimes, and it's like it senses people like in your area or something like that. Like
Location. It could have been that.
I think it might be
Maybe.
location. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like we'll just roll with it.
Well, that's only ever so slightly nerve wracking.
It was a little awkward. It
Yeah.
was just and it was like even weirder because like it wasn't just me and my aunt. Like my other aunt, my grandma was there. Like there was a whole bunch of people on the front porch. We were just chilling. And she said that. I was like, okay, so moving on. Let's quickly change the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Hopefully they don't even know what Twitter is.
People from my work found mine. I don't know how, but
Well,
Yeah,
then again, you know, you have your like furry name set as your optional name on Facebook, and I know you link them together
I mean,
relatively.
you also wore your fursuit to work.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of a
Yeah,
big
it
hit.
might be a factor, you know.
never again.
Well, never mind.
Too many awkward requests. Never forget.
Too many people slid in your DMs. Speaking of Twitter.
Oh, yeesh.
His supervisor just like
Hey, Pharaoh Fox.
sliding into. And I just imagine he gets a DM like sliding into your DMs, all like "get back to work."
Get back to work.
You just get like a private message from them, like that type of thing. Wow. Anyway, so I know you've had kind of a long week of endless work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad about that. That
Yep.
sucks.
Working a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. This morning I did too. Training for a second job. Had to be up at 3:10 a.m.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah, and I didn't get home until 11. And then
you decided to tan.
I decided that it'd be a really good idea to lay on the top of my truck, and
Which
I
is
had
black, right?
which is a black truck. Put a blanket out because it was hot. The truck was hot because metal gets hot. And I was like, I want a tan. And I don't know why, but like I had all this energy like when I got home. And so I'm
And you
like,
cooked yourself like an egg.
yeah, I cooked myself by accident.
You fell asleep.
I took a nap in the open sun with no shirt on.
On a
and-
frying pan, pretty
on a
much.
frying pan.
There's actually like red running up your neck.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's
and-
all over. Like it's like I'm like super.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
You look like a cherry tomato.
I like cherry tomatoes.
Wow, jeez, dude.
So yeah, I kind of got a little burnt. And I haven't really felt it up until like now.
It's like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty red. So it's okay. I'm pretty good with sunburn. Usually it heals like within a day. So
Yeah.
then like tomorrow I'll be brown. So whatever.
Well, there you go. So I have 3 things for the In the Media segment. I'll just jump into that. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll get Fair to load some news up in a sec. Let me just... Wasn't ready. Get me reduce the graphics here. So Examiner.com put out this article, 7 signs that your lover is a werewolf, Valentine's Day edition. And 1, suddenly likes to eat meat, bites you instead of kissing you. I do that. Sniffs everything around them. This is just like furry right here. Animals seem to steer clear. Aggressive. They are strong.
They are strong.
Your fucking relationship partner just starts working out, and it's like, oh, that's clearly... Are you a werewolf? And last but not least, every month they disappear for 3 days out of the month.
That's not awkward at all.
That's not awkward at all.
That's not a.
Why does it say Happy Horny Wolf Day?
Oh, because that was some random day. I don't know. Whatever they came up with. And then they got a piece of, I think this is blotch. If I remember correctly. I can't remember.
It's pretty cute.
But
though.
anyway, so somebody linked me to this, and I have no idea what this is. If there's any Japanese furs or anybody who knows Japanese could maybe translate or tell us what this is from, or any, weeaboos out there maybe know this.
Why don't you just put that in Google Translate?
I did, and it just says something like love of the big monster or something like that. But I'll just play this. It's got cute music, and it's kind of some cute animation, and it's like... It seems to be 2D anime motion tracked.
Looks very angsty.
It does.
Looks pretty cool though.
But I guess this is the intro for it. But it looks so cute. I mean, you gotta admit.
Yeah, he does. Aww. Love the ears.
At least there's one blue.
Ruined it.
I love the hoodie. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't know if this is just made by a furry who works for a production company, or I'm sure the chat room. Let's load up the chat room. I'm sure. So there you go. So yeah, if anybody wants a link to that, we'll have that in the show notes.
Someone said, why didn't you put on subtitles?
I don't believe there's any subtitles available. Yeah, there's none available. So there's that.
It was pretty cute.
And then this is just a funny tweet that I thought we could all talk about for a second. So it says, straight boys, why the hell are all the girls or hot girls lesbians? Lesbians, why are all the hot girls straight? Straight girls, why are all the hot guys gay? Gay guys, why are all the gay guys straight? Bisexual people, why are all the hot people taken? Pansexual, everyone is hot. What do I do? And then my favorite, asexual people, what?
What? That's good. That's pretty good.
Is that
There's a lot of truth to that, though.
Yeah,
that's like literally what every one of those genders always say.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
That's like what they always like. Whenever I talk to like straight. What? What? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, that's pretty.
I was making a joke. Asexual people say what?
I got you.
And you just.
It did, and then it like came back and landed. It just had to do a fly around. The landing strip wasn't ready. There was still a plane landing. Anyways.
You can only process one thought landing at a time.
Yeah, I can't do multiple thoughts. That doesn't work. This is husky logic, all right?
So if somebody like gives you a joke and it's actually two jokes, you'll only ever get one of them.
I will, forever. We'll never, the other one I won't get it.
Maybe you need more landing strips on your body.
No, my body does not need anything else right now. It needs to not be red. It needs to be normal colored.
Oh, jeez. So, Pharaoh, do you have some news we could jump into, maybe?
Sure.
It's been a little bit of a slow news week. This last show we didn't have much news either, but I don't know.
It's because Trump is stealing the highlights of every single news article of every single place of everything.
Yeah.
As Trump.
Kind of like when he went to Scotland and congratulated them on leaving the EU, even though Scotland overwhelmingly voted to stay in the EU. That was hilarious. Lots of people talking about that. Yeah, good stuff. CJ single-threaded. Cool. All right, well, I'll give...
That also has another ramification that's probably going to mean Trump's going to win in the United States.
Can we not say that or talk about that right now? Like, I want to enjoy my few months of everything not being on fire.
Of a black president?
Sure.
I have some facts about foxes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's go through those first. We'll just go through them real quick.
I don't know who Dave is, but these are Dave's fox facts. Could grow up to 6 feet longer if they tried harder.
I'm short.
Their mating call is similar to a parrot being hoovered.
A parrot being hoovered.
Yeah.
A vacuuming parrot.
Basically.
Yeah.
Perfectly cloaked when stood next to some snow on fire. So that doesn't really apply to you, but it's like a dog. If a dog got addicted to drugs, refuses to read Braille. I'm not really sure where that one comes in.
I don't like touching things.
Ignores proper recycling etiquette.
Hey, the world's my oyster.
Those are Dave's fox facts. I don't know. Somebody just posted that on Facebook. I was like, that's relevant.
I'm more surprised you're like browsing Facebook instead of porn.
Yeah, I think everybody's disappointed in you.
I haven't done porn in a long time.
You haven't done porn.
I mean, you know what I meant.
I feel like if
you don't know what I meant.
I don't know why, but I just randomly thought that if you ever got a job working for Facebook somehow, the job would be you were a moderator to scroll through porn and report it.
I'm going to report all your porn. I don't know, dude. I feel like since that one guy became like, you know, like he loved me because I looked at porn, I feel like, I don't know.
I feel like you've let him down a little bit.
I have let him down, but I need to I feel like I need to step my game up, but I don't know how. Like aside from actually looking at real porn, which I'm not going to do.
You can always look up ET again.
I don't even have FA open. I'm not even ready.
Do you want to look up ET again?
No, I'm not looking up ET porn. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That will not happen again. That was just fucking disturbing. That was horrible. My life took a turn for the worse that night. I'll forever remember that.
So detailed.
It was... How? Like, I just... Cart got a new... Oh, that's cute. Now I'm an FA. Now you made me go an FA. See what you do.
Yeah, I see 4 legs in your glasses.
What's that? Ooh, here's some
Instantly
porn.
judging Tor because it's in your glasses.
I found porn.
The zombie gene that wakes up after you die could
What?
actually help predict your time of death.
Maybe Donald Trump actually died a long time ago, and this is actually like how he's still alive. He's actually just his...
Let's hope he's dead.
Hi, how's it going, FBI?
Oops.
Though bringing people back from the dead is still a little bit beyond the reach of even the most morbidly ambitious scientists, new research has indicated that there is indeed some semblance in life after death, as some genes appear to actually wake up in the days after the fat lady sings. According to a new study published by the Journal of Biorex V, analyzing the activity levels of these quote-unquote zombie genes could help investigators to more accurately determine a corpse's time of death, which could in turn improve their chances of figuring out how they died. During our brief mortal stint on the Earth, our DNA is continuously being read and transcribed by the compound called mRNA, which acts as an intermediary between our genetic information and the synthesis of proteins coded by the genes. When we die, therefore, it seems logical to imagine that this process would simply grind to a complete halt. However, after analyzing mRNA levels in tissues taken from the brains and livers of mice and zebrafish shortly after they had been sacrificed, the study authors found that the levels of mRNA associated with these certain genes actually spiked in the days after their death, indicating an increase of transcription. In total, they looked at 36,811 zebrafish genes and 37,368 mouse genes, discovering that mRNA was upregulated at various post-mortem intervals in 548 zebrafish genes and 515 mouse genes. Intricately, not all genes woke up at the same time, with some reaching a peak of undead activity 24 hours after death, and others hitting their maximum a day or two later. By analyzing these mRNA levels and working backwards, the researchers found that they were able to accurately predict when each animal had died and claim that the results can be replicated in humans. Then forensic investigators may be able to pinpoint the time of death down to the scale of minutes rather than days.
Wow.
It's actually pretty cool.
That is pretty sweet, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to...
Why do those genes activate?
Yeah.
Is it just everything goes haywire, or...
They don't say.
It's really weird.
Huh.
Maybe as a last-ditch effort to actually replicate or repeat their DNA. I'm not sure.
Maybe. It could be... It almost seems like one of those things where it just goes haywire. It's kind of like how, like, when you're on your deathbed, your brain kind of goes crazy.
Yeah.
It's like the same type of thing, I think.
However, the process is not without complications, as the study of authors were only able to successfully predict time of death using gene transcripts from animals' livers, but not their brains. Regardless, the researchers believe that they're well onto something, and hope that their techniques can one day be used not only to determine how long corpses have been dead for, but also improve the success rate of human organ transplants. Indeed, since some of these genes that wake up after death are involved in regulating the body's susceptible to cancer, continuing the research could lead to better understanding of why organs and organ recipients tend to so regularly develop tumors.
So there you go. I don't have any more news myself, but I do see the one about the prosthetic leg thing. That's pretty funny. What's that one?
Wait, what?
I do have this one, though. This is kind of a dumb article, but it's pretty funny. Israeli man files restraining order against God. How does that even work?
What?
Filed a restraining order against God. How do you...
Oh,
He just wants him to stay out of his life.
oh my God! I saw people on the side of the road today that had big signs that said "Jesus will save you."
What?
I actually yelled out the window, "I'm gay," but whatever. That's just.
You did?
I did.
Did you actually do that?
No, I actually did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was not gonna. Would you pass that opportunity up?
No.
I was like, I'm gay.
Jesus, take the wheel.
That was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, I'm gay.
He didn't save you.
Well, they were holding signs that were like, Jesus will save you. He's coming back. I'm like, no, that's cool, but I'm gay, so I don't know.
No,
like,
that's cool, but I'm gay.
it's kind of like, my view on life. No,
See, I wouldn't have said I'm gay. I'd have been like, I would enjoy a second coming.
God damn it. That was actually, I'm not gonna lie, that at that moment in time, I actually wished I had my fursuit, just because, like, they're like, look, I'm a big animal. Like, hello.
Just distract all of them.
Yeah, like, cause a car accident, maybe. Like, I don't know, that'd be cool. Not really, that would be cool. I don't know.
A man in Israel apparently doesn't want God to answer his prayers, so he filed a restraining order against the Almighty. Oh, okay. Filed.
Almighty.
He didn't say that it got enforced, because I'm like, how do you enforce that? The plaintiff, identified as David Shoshan, appeared in a courtroom in Haifa on Tuesday demanding that God stop interfering in his life, according to NRG, an Israeli news website. Shoshan told the court that over the past 3 years, God had been very negative towards him. Court documents didn't detail any specifics. The Times of Israel noted. Shoshan said he tried numerous times to obtain the restraining order through the police department, but in response only received 10 police visits over a 36-month period. That is why this time, he tried to go through the court instead. Court documents note that God did not present himself at the hearing.
Oh my God.
The preceding judge, Eshan Khan, threw out Shoshan's request and called it absurd. Khan suggested Shoshan should get help from someone besides the local law enforcement, according to NRG. It was not immediately clear if God has an attorney. It's a stupid article.
That is
But
pretty...
it's like, okay. So,
yeah.
see, Pharaoh has an article, and it's either going to be really dumb or it's going to be completely gold. I'm curious which it's going to be.
I was hoping CJ could read it, because
No,
I know Paul.
I am not reading anything today. I will literally die.
We'll let Pharaoh read it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna need a little switch of the music here for this one.
This music or
elevator music?
or this one? You know.
Less bass.
What?
Less bass.
That's not less bass.
I can deal with this.
Do you have like waves
Yeah.
crashing into the beach?
You have waves crashing. We recorded that, remember?
Yeah. We did.
Oh,
you
that's
know, I
right.
could just also do that. I don't know if that actually makes it any better, though.
I don't know. That's really weird. Stop that.
Stop mixing my news music. Anyhow. Murder suspect eludes arrest by ditching prosthetic leg with GPS tracker.
What if Paul was
Paul's an
like a
accomplice.
secret NSA? Like, what if Paul, the leg, was like, it had a recording device in it, and this whole time,
Oh my God.
it was like this.
CIA!
Yeah.
Under the
probably- they
You
probably-
walk into your room, and there's just like a gun taped to Paul aimed at you with a CIA badge taped.
They've been listening this whole time. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's the
no,
whole point.
to be honest, if they've been listening this whole time, they don't want to mess with us. They're like, these guys are steering
That's
clear.
why I sent Paul.
They sent Agent Paul.
Agent Paul.
Secret legend.
Secret legend Paul. Secret prosthetic.
Secret limb.
Secret limb.
Phantom.
That's so bad.
Codename Phantom.
But the thing is, like, imagine if, like, the CIA is like, all right, we got to start listening to these people. We think they're dangerous. And then, like,
Phantom
one guy's
limb.
like, I got an idea. We're going to need a leg.
We need a leg. A black leg. Nobody will know They won't suspect it. Oh my god. Well, he was a DJ.
I just imagine when it was in like the room with all the German furs, CIA is just listening like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, Paul.
You just open it up, you find like a little board on the inside with a SIM card, you're like, oh shit.
Shit.
A gun suspect on house arrest swapped his prosthetic leg and its attached GPS ankle monitor for a spare limb and then went on the loose, shooting a man to death while authorities believed he remained inside his home. Police in Washington, D.C. said, perfect alibi.
Time out. Hold the phone. Who fucked up so bad that they put an ankle bracelet on a prosthetic limb that could be removed?
Someone who probably doesn't have a job anymore.
Really,
They just find they're like, wait a minute, how'd he do that? Oh, he's got a prosthetic leg. Who put that on the
fucked
prosthetic
up?
leg?
That, like,
Under the article's title, they
That intern
the articles
must not have cared about his job.
The articles writes, like the person who wrote the article wrote, why would they put it on a prosthetic leg when it was supposed to go on a real leg?
House arrest bracelet. And just
I mean,
Why would you just put it on someone's like wrist or something?
it's an ankle bracelet. It has to go on your ankle, which is part of your leg. But how could
If
they?
you had even two prosthetic legs, why wouldn't you just put it on someone's wrist?
Wait, he had two or one?
I don't know.
Oh, well, okay, that's not the point. The point is, how could you tell that this leg you were putting an ankle bracelet on, which is to track somebody, on a fake leg? Like, real legs have
Paul
like.
looks pretty real to me.
Sorry to break it to you, but Paul's not that real. He doesn't even have toenails.
He did once.
Oh god. He doesn't even have an ankle. He doesn't have a rotating joint. He doesn't have that. He's just completely stiff.
After the war.
After the war.
oops, wrong music.
Quincy Green, 34, appeared to have a strong alibi for killing last month. A GPS monitor attached to his body that showed he hadn't moved in days. But the tracker had been mistakenly attached to a prosthetic leg. Mistakenly.
Wow.
That's a big mistake.
Allowing Green to trade limbs and leave the house, according to the Washington Post, which cited court documents. Green was ordered and confined to his home in April while awaiting trial on gun possession charges. For reasons the authorities are still investigating, a privately contracted technician placed the GPS monitor on Green's prosthetic limb. Green left the house on May 19th, authorities said. During the outing, he shot 44-year-old Dana Hamilton to death, according to police who didn't disclose any kind of motive.
Oh my god.
They show a listing of just a bunch of prosthetic legs, and one looks like Paul.
Really? Oh god.
Maybe it's made by Paul's parents.
It's Paul's brother.
A tipster identified Green as the shooter several days after the killing, according to the Post. When detectives learned that Green was on house arrest, they asked the City Patrol Services Agency for the whereabouts on the day of the shooting. The GPS tracker showed that he was home, police said, and remained there days later. Investigators checked the camera footage from the area near the shooting and spotted a gunman with an obvious limb, according to Fox DC. Inside Green's home, police with the search warrant discovered a box in his living room containing a bunch of prosthetic legs.
He had a whole ton of them.
And
I just imagine they're like, hey, you need to keep that on your actual leg, and they like take it off, put it on his prosthetic leg again.
On the new one.
He just keeps swapping.
just has a box of prosthetic legs. Just like one day he just feels really sexy, so he has like a woman's leg with a heel.
The cops are like watching outside his house. They're like, how'd he get away?
Oh my god.
After search warrant, discovering a box in the living room containing prosthetic legs with the tracking device still attached to the ankle. To the one of them still having the tracking device still attached to the ankle. Cliff Keenan, director of the DC Pre-Trial Services Agency, told Fox DC that the leg monitor mistake was human error. on the part of the technician, an employee for Californian-based Sentinel Services. One would assume that the person doing an installation would know not to put it on a prosthetic device. Keenan said, "We don't know what company has been able to find out. We don't know what the company has been able to find out about how this happened under these particular circumstances, other than it was a violation of protocol." Sentinel spokesman Chris McDonald told the Washington Post that the company's protocol was absolutely not followed in Green's case. The technician who fitted Green for the tracker put the device over a sock and didn't notice the leg was artificial, McDonald said. Monitors are supposed to be affixed tightly to skin, never over clothing. "We believed it was human error," McDonald told the paper. The victim's mother, Lily Hamilton, is still coming to grips with her son's death. "I'm just so hurt, and I just hope I can deal with it. It's just really getting to me," Hamilton told WUSA TV. "This is the worst thing that's really happened to me in all my life, in my 17 years. Why would they put it on a prosthetic leg?"
He probably just wore really long socks, and they just didn't notice.
I mean,
Because that's the thing is, especially when you put it in, you probably don't rub up against the skin. You probably just kind of put it
No,
on.
they said they're supposed to put it on direct contact to skin. They're not supposed to put it over clothing.
yeah.
Right. So that was the fuck up, really.
Maybe the guy just had like one of those, like, what was it, like the tube socks that go like all the way up to like past your knee, and he was just like, "Go ahead, take my sock off, technician."
At that point, I'd be like, no, fuck that.
I feel like, if I was,
Especially considering this guy was a criminal.
Yeah.
I feel if I was that technician, I'd be like, "Fuck that, here, I'm out."
Leave. Creeper.
Not reaching up your pants to pull down your sock.
Yeah.
That, I'm not gonna lie. That guy was pretty smart. Like, I give him credit for that one.
Yeah.
God damn it, Paul. Where is he? Because he's not here
Paul's
anymore.
gone. Like, Paul's
gone.
like,
Paul's on a secret mission. Phantom.
Phantom limb. That's
we definitely should.
that's so bad.
We should definitely start a thing that Paul works for.
CIA.
CIA.
Code name Phantom Limb.
Secret Agent Paul.
Yeah.
No code name Phantom Limb.
Secret Agent Paul.
Phantom Limb.
Well, yeah, Secret Agent Paul, codename Phantom Limb.
Or Spy Paul. Or
Spy Paul. Dude, that could be like a shit. That could be that could be a show.
Spy Paul.
There was like Danny Phantom,
Spy Paul.
Paul Lim.
Paul Limman, Paul Lim.
There's already Assy McGee. I don't think they need a leg now. I swear
Wait, there's what?
I bet there's people listening, by the way, who don't know what Paul is. So Paul is a prosthetic leg. And you can follow Paul on Twitter at Paul the Leg.
You can.
Yep. Everybody should go follow Paul the Leg on Twitter. It's pretty great.
Paul.
He hasn't posted in a long while. He's been on secret agent missions.
So is wait.
Hey, Paul doesn't post on Twitter.
Wait.
Paul has people who post for him.
No, he toes.
This means Paul's not going to AC? Is Paul going to AC?
Hey, Paul can hitch a ride with me.
He'll
Yeah.
take Paul to AC.
Yeah, he better
Yeah.
go to AC. I want to party with Paul. AC is not complete unless I party with Paul.
I still want them to like put him on like a mount and then just lower him from the gaff.
I'll never forget the time that Aconite was on stage at AC, and Pharaoh, you and I went up on stage during the dance and gave the leg to Aconite, and Aconite just goes, "Oh," and just holds it up in the air, and the crowd just goes nuts for like that. Nobody even knew what the fuck they were cheering for, but everybody's like, "Yeah!"
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was at a rave and the DJ held a prosthetic leg up, I would probably lose my shit. So, like,
it was one of those moments where it was like, wow.
One of the DJs
Paul Legman
wanted it to where they had a preset mix, and then Paul just descended down from the gaffling
Yeah.
onto the stage, and then it just played the mix.
God.
And then just put up on all the screens DJ Paul.
Paul is such a hero. Like,
It's a spirit animal to many.
he is. He's my spirit animal.
Wow.
We have to get Paul and Clarissa together. She still exists
I know.
in Shia's closet,
Lives there.
as we saw
Yes.
in his latest video.
I'm so happy that she still exists.
I am too. Like I thought she died
I know.
long ago, but
Oh,
she
the
was-
duct tape dummy.
yeah, she's seen a lot that we
4 years now? Like what? It's got to be at least 3 or 4 years.
It was at least 3 or 4 years that we completely just destroyed in front of the elevators. Do you remember that? That was good to see.
Wasn't it just one? Like it was half of it. Was it half? I can't remember if she was a whole.
It was falling apart. No, I don't think it had a head. No, it did have a head. She was complete.
She was just left in a.
She was left. Okay, what we're talking about?
Why is it a she?
Because we named it Clarissa. I don't know. It was a duct tape, a complete duct tape dummy that was stuffed with newspaper and left in the zoo at Anthrocon. So
did they ever found the original origins of
I don't
her
believe
creator?
So. I don't believe so. I don't even know where it came from. Like it was just in a chair, and I just started dancing with it. And then Susan like put it on a table and it was like paint it like one of your French girls or something. I don't know.
I think I remember that.
And we
I
took it
remember
around.
you guys finding that now, and
Yeah.
you guys were running around with it and
We
stuff.
took it around the entire con, and then we decided it'd be a good idea to go up like I think we're on like the 14th floor or something.
Right.
And we'd hit like the up elevator button, so like the elevators that were coming up would be full of people.
Right.
So whenever it would open, we would just like run to whichever elevator would open and just hump the living shit out of it. And at one point, I think like Lavender were on like one of the elevators, and they're like, "What is going on?" Like everyone was so confused.
Yeah.
People were just like, "What?"
She only had one boob.
Yeah, she had a mono boob. She had just one right in the center of her chest. Oh, Clarissa. Yeah. No, it was close. You were close. Yeah, so she's still around. She's actually still around.
Yeah, and I believe Carissa was in the latest video. Let me see. I just need to
Morning
find-
routine. It was morning routine.
Morning routine.
Yeah.
It was this one. Yeah.
Hey guys, a lot of you have been asking what I do in my morning routine. That to wake up in the morning and get wearing.
And I think it was like right over here, right
Big
past.
dummy. That's
Oh, go back
Here.
a bit.
Don't worry about that. The first thing I like to do in the morning is offer up a ritual sacrifice to the duct tape dummy that's been living in my closet for years. Oh, duct tape dummy, I offer up this sacrifice to you in hopes that I have a great day. Great. Next.
That's Clarissa.
That's Clarissa.
That's it.
Oh my god.
I love how it still exists. Like,
I'm so happy that it still exists. I can't believe that it still exists.
yeah, 'cause it's been through different houses. Like they've moved.
It's been through like 4 houses. Because wasn't it at Jake's first, and then they moved
Yeah,
to the
and then it went to-
the campus, and then
Yep.
And it's on the couch over there. It's on the couch right there.
Clarissa, stop humping the carrot.
Oh, I thought that the ritual would be enough. What are you doing here? You said this wasn't gonna happen this way. No, no.
And then it just cuts out.
no, it's
Oh. Well, Clarissa killed Shia, I guess.
I'm so happy Clarissa's still alive. She's doing well.
she's doing well.
Oh god.
So anyway, Anthracon's next week.
Yeah.
We're just gonna.
I wouldn't expect anything like that to happen
Can we
again.
tell
but-
Derek to bring Clarissa?
Is he go? You're not going. I need to.
Yeah.
I'll text him.
All right. What do you guys say we jump on a break?
Yeah, we should turn the AC on like immediately.
Yeah.
It's
You
really
should
hot.
read the one about biscuits, CJ. You should read about biscuits.
Biscuits. Can you link it
Biscuits.
to me?
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's in the.
I'll attempt to read it, and not
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, you posted it in the thing.
Yeah, it's in our little
Alright,
document.
We'll do that next.
No, we'll do it right now.
It's too many.
Oh,
Planes.
right now?
Yeah,
Right now?
Too many
Yeah,
planes.
we'll
on
do
that.
it right now.
Where?
I was so ready to switch to.
We'll read the one last
Oh.
Okay.
article.
All right. Go ahead, CJ. It's okay.
Hold on. I need to.
Bring yourself up.
I need to read it. Not read it. I need to. Is it long? No, it's not that long. No. Oh, hold on. My computer's fucking up. Okay, guys, here we go. We're gonna try this. Truck carrying 40,000 pounds of biscuits overturns. Twitter reacts accordingly. Good old Twitter. Well, this could have been quite the. Really? There's puns in it?
Of course.
Biscatastrophe. I don't feel
that doesn't even deserve a bell ring.
I'm not okay with that.
That's so bad.
Biscatastrophe.
Wow.
They didn't try hard enough.
No, I feel like they could have done better. All right. A truck carrying 40,000 pounds worth of Popeye's biscuits overturned on a highway in Pearl River County, Mississippi, Wednesday, shutting down parts of the road for hours and diverting morning traffic. Janelle Forte, a reporter from South Mississippi's WLOX, was on site documenting the whole thing. She made sure to let her followers know that a driver and passenger were fine and no life-threatening injuries were reported. But what about the biscuits? Twitter collectively cried. Oh, God. I don't care about the lives. I want to know about the biscuits. Oh, Twitter, never letting us down. Forte tweeted that 40,000 pounds of biscuits would be transported to another truck for delivery before the area could be cleared. That left plenty of time for people to whip up their finest gifts. Oh, God. Oh, no.
God. So it's a bunch of gifts for a bit. We'll just kind of scroll through those. People can take a look at their own, but... Oh, my God. But anyway, so then we get to the tweets. When you scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, God.
Oh, they're all puns.
Oh, they're all puns.
Hold on. I gotta grab the bell for this.
Yeah.
I didn't have the bell ready.
We're gonna need the bell.
We're gonna need the bell. All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right, go.
Somebody tweeted, I guess the roads were too buttered up. You can't just tweet without including the mile marker. Wait, that just... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not even a pun. Mile marker 7.
Well,
That's not a pun either. Only the first one was a pun.
Oh, only the first one was a pun. Good.
Good. Thank you, Internet, for always providing us with the freshest from the oven reactions for the most important happenings.
That was kind of a pun.
That was kind of a pun. Twitter.
Wow.
Gotta love Twitter. Gotta love the Internet, actually. That's just the Internet in general.
Are you ready for break?
I'm ready for cool down, yeah.
I would rather like they did something with like dough or something like that. Like Homer Simpson dough instead of like Bistastrophe.
Dough. Yeah, they should have done that.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Good.
That would have been like creative and stuff.
Biscuits.
I don't like.
This is the Zana Broadcasting Network.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Blaze Fusky, Biowolf, Ashton, Shaman the Photon Wizard, Fayoun, Oliver Fox, Tiffany H, Link Shell, Skipper the Otter, Energize the Wolf, Kaiwana, Catnook, Jake the Otter, Furry Omega, Wup, Archon the Four-Eyed Dragon, Leon Sarambi, Python Goad, Kitsuya the Minty Leopardess, Tyler the Wusky, Slaughter the Otter, Fuzzy the Fox, Crazy Wolf, A Certain Horse, Gaia Wellen, Nakunyame.
Additional support comes from Twitter users Hi Husky, Alpha Werefox, Commander Wolf 3, Grabusi, Magic 7 Wolf, _Rennick, Z-Leg at Stealthy Dragon, Shua at Pulsing Panther, Coda Winter at Dakota Wolf 12. And from YouTube channels Silver Gatomon, Anthony Wolf Gaming, Megalo Zero by Claudane, and Weasel Level Design by Hayu the Fluffy Scarf.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com, Cobalt Sieg and his mate Vegas Faben, Macrowolf at macrowolf.com, The Bunny Boy, who still says Paradox is gay, Stinger Griffin from Hazelight Studio, Neon Possum, specializing in general to adult furry art at neonpossum.com. Jared the Wolf from justbefurry.com. Sylvan Scott on Fur Affinity with macro, micro, and hyper fiction stories. Kitten Concoctions, makers of high quality tales. Shacket Airlines, we always land on our feet. The Jaff the Wolf on Twitter, offering a free lunch to furries in Denmark. Cheetah Paws, for a daily dose of Balti arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws. And Little Sunshine, who says, message them in chat for a Pokemon battle.
To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate. Additional support comes through PayPal, Bitcoin, and listeners like you. Thank you. This is XBN.
This is XBN.
XBN is a subsidiary of Xana Creations, keeping nerdy animals together.
Friday Night Tech. Lossless, underground, undiscovered, free.
That was obviously the wrong jingle. I apologize about that, guys.
You're listening to FurCast.
You guys are listening to FurCast on XBN. What's going on, CJ?
Hey.
Oh, is your phone ringing?
have a new message. iPhone Metronome Remix. Incoming call from Metro. No. Drop it.
You guys are listening to FurCast. And we want to let the noisy air conditioner run for another about 3 minutes or so. Hi, how's it going, air conditioner? Hi. Yeah, anyway, we want to let that run because it's really hot in here. So in the meantime, CJ and I are going to go nuts over this, and it's probably going to piss half of you off, and it might also piss YouTube off, so we might have to edit this out of the video version. But I don't care about the politics of music. This is a good track. Just admit it, it's a good track.
Tonight we gonna shake it, and if you can't dance, you're in the house arrest. It's like this, we got
internet radio by a bunch of crazy animal people. This is XBN.
Yes, it is. That was, you know what the worst part about playing that was? It's not the history. It's not the fact that it was Aaron Carter or the fact that Aaron Carter never made the music. It was actually just a bunch of production companies. It's the fact that there are people in the IRC chat room who have never heard that, don't know the artist, and don't know where it's from.
How could you choose like a better one? Like,
Whoa!
Whoa, that was freaking. That was a
Aaron
good track.
Carter.
Yeah, that was a good track, man.
Come Get It.
That one's.
But Bounce is so much better.
No.
Come and Get It is good too. Though.
I can't say that I approve of Bounce. I think it's kind of annoying.
I think you're kind of annoying.
Good. I like it that way.
Wow.
Keeps you out of my bed.
Well, you know what? It's because I want it that way.
You're tearing up my heart when I'm with you.
Don't start doing this.
Well, you always leave me incomplete.
Well, I'm like a genie in the bottle.
That wasn't even Backstreet Boys.
Were we doing all Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
I thought we were just doing 90s hits.
I want it that way, tearing up my heart. No, that's all Backstreet
I went
Boys.
Britney, bitch.
No, you can't just go.
You could also do
Britney.
I Feel Like a Woman, Shania Twain.
Man.
That's pretty much, that's Pharaoh's theme song. I feel like a woman.
Oh, copyright strike.
Shit.
Because we sung it.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Yeah.
So many throwbacks. I was going to say we should do like throwbacks, but like YouTube would literally kill you.
YouTube would just like...
They would come here and just cut all of our balls off.
Not YouTube, but all the because YouTube's forced into it by all the licensing companies.
I miss you.
Wow.
Vanessa Carlton.
Jeez.
If I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass?
Oh
us
my
by?
God.
'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000
That was a good track.
miles if I
Except for
could
the
just
green screen music video.
Yeah, right? Where they're playing the piano.
Yeah, they're playing the piano. Being like pulled on a trailer or whatever. Driving down the
Yeah,
street.
just like... It's
Like the very clearly green screen footage. It was just...
Anytime I think of that song, all I think of is the big black dude.
Oh,
can't remember his
yeah.
name, who does the Old Spice commercials.
Old
Spice body wash.
Yeah, that guy. And
Why can't I think of his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Someone knows in the chat room.
That reminds me of the track that...
It's not on the tip of your tongue. I don't see anything.
Wow.
You'll never see my tip.
I don't want to see... Oh, shit, I have.
And you liked it, too.
I did like it. Fuck.
Terry Crews.
Yes.
That man.
It was from a movie, wasn't it?
White Chicks.
Yeah, it was from White Chicks. Where she's like...
And
I miss you. And I miss you. And now I wonder I could fall.
By the way, so I did work on our lip sync a little bit. I worked on it early.
Syncing.
No, not that kind of lip sync, but lip sync where audio matches up with video and everything. It's kind of weird because different cameras have different delays. Like the DSLRs are actually like 4 frames of delay behind the other cameras in the studio. But anyway. I tried to work on it a little bit today, and a couple people have let me know, or actually, one person has let me know that the audio and video are kind of falling out of sync. So that's really weird, but I guess apparently when you refresh it fixes it, so it doesn't seem like it's a studio issue, it seems like it's a stream issue. But anyway, you guys let me know if the audio and video look like they're off. You guys let me know. That'd be great. I know the YouTube recording will be okay. Well, first of all, I can just fix it on that recording, but... yeah. Also, we did get an email for some shout-outs. So shout out to Cyborg Puppy Clock, Simulvines or Small Vines. It's SMOL. I always forget that it's small. Laoki, the Bubble Queen. That's QWEEN, and Wolfansardist. Okay. All on DeviantArt. Love the show. You guys keep up the good work. From Key the Cat. I just sent in a quick shout-out email, so I figured I'd do that. Do it now.
Do it.
Oh, say that it was completed as red line.
Do it now.
Yeah.
I was told to tell you that the audience can't hear the air conditioner, so don't turn it off.
I actually had several people complain that they could.
I was just gonna say, in
I
the
had somebody
chat,
saying,
a lot of people.
Somebody
have said-
on Twitter said there's a metallic sound, and I'm like, it's the freaking air conditioner.
A metallic sound.
Yep, apparently is the sound of the. Speaking of which, CJ, I need more coolant in my AC in my car. Do you have gauges to do that, or?
I do not have those. My stepdad does though.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to hook you up.
Oh, I might just go to a mechanic.
Why not just get one of those things?
Fine. I see how it is. No, that's cool.
Why
That's
not just
fine.
inject it?
No, that's cool.
You know, you put it in a little cap. and squeeze
Don't
it.
ever. This is just general advice to anybody. Don't ever do the quick fix AC. That could literally kill your entire AC system in your car if you fuck it up. And it's just not good for it. Like, not even kidding, it will seize your pump up.
Yeah.
If you do it incorrectly, it will seize your AC pump
And the other
up,
thing
you'll
is,
be out hundreds of dollars.
And the other
then.
thing is, if your compressor seizes up, you should always replace the radiator too, because a lot of times when the compressor seizes up, it throws metal down all the
fucks
pipes,
everything
and
up.
it clogs everything up. Yeah.
Remember when mine was making that sound? And I bought a new AC pump.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the AC pump.
Didn't they
got my money back though?
Didn't they put like radiator fluid in your AC or something like that? Like they completely messed it up?
No, we thought they did.
Oh, okay. That would have been really messed up. But it was a dealer, so, you know.
Yeah, dealers are really good at
I can't believe we're talking about
everything
cars.
up.
Welcome to CarCast.
Yeah, well, that's just general advice. Don't use the quick fix AC
I
stuff.
used the quick fix.
That you fucked up. You fucked up.
Worked well.
I'm not saying
Pharaoh's car is just on fire in the driveway.
I'm not saying it fucks
keeps
it
you
up
cool.
every time. But if you do it incorrectly, I'd say like maybe like 70. No, we'll say 50.
Well, if you do anything incorrectly, it's gonna fuck something up.
Yeah, but that's not just adding coolant or
if you don't put the lug nuts on your wheel, it's gonna fuck something up.
That's kind of like saying...
but adding that to the system that way through just one port, it's not supposed to be added like that. There's two ports for a reason. The pumps that actually add the stuff correctly have two different lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get two
There's the high
cans.
pressure and the low pressure. No, that doesn't work like that. They're different sizes. God damn it, Pharaoh. Stop being blue.
Dual fisted,
I
man.
have a good
Stop
analogy for
thinking
this.
blue.
I have a good analogy for this. It's kind of like taking the handle off of like a knife and just imagine the knife is just a continuous blade and you're just holding one end by the blade and then cutting with it. It's like, oh, I haven't cut myself. It's like, that doesn't matter. You're still...
That's not a bad...
Don't do that. You know what I mean?
But don't you only fill the low pressure one? I forgot. You
Wow.
only do
The
one.
machine takes care of everything. Usually...
Well, the canisters only fill one.
Yes.
It's
'Cause
not meant
there's
for
only,
both.
There's only... The ports are different sizes.
I'm learning things. I'm just going to sit back. This is great.
Well, no, because I'm not like AC professional, but I was told by a professional who taught me.
Do you even have air conditioning in most of your cars?
Surprisingly, the only vehicle that has air conditioning.
bus?
Nope. The bus. Well, it needs to be recharged, but it has
I'll
it.
get the pump.
No, fuck you. My shitty truck outside. That's the only vehicle
That you own?
that has
Because
AC.
your how many drift cars do you have?
2.
You have 2, and neither of them have air
The race
conditioning.
cars.
Yeah.
AC's a luxury. That's what windows are for.
Anthrocon is a luxury.
You're a dog.
We've actually been talking about Anthrocon this whole time, by the way.
Anthrocon. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a dog.
you actually have to fill Anthrocon. There's a high pressure, low pressure.
Yeah. AC's a luxury.
Yep.
CJ's always on high pressure.
I'm always on high pressure. Except for right now. I think right now I might be on low pressure. Yeah, just my just that truck out there, the one that has 217,000 miles and is pretty much just rotting. What the hell is that?
What? Oh, somebody's playing music.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Is that what it is?
Wow. Anyway, so what do you guys want to move on to? Fair. Do you have any other news that you wanted to cover, or do you want to just jump into emails, or what? You can kind of do whatever. FurCast it's so slow building up to AC. Everything's just stagnant.
I know.
Work this week for me is gonna be crazy. I can't. I'm doing 2 days of work this week before AC. I'm going down there Wednesday. Then again, I'm on staff, so you know. That's the other thing, though. A lot of people arrive on Wednesday at AC, which actually stresses a lot of people out.
I'm not doing the whole Wednesday thing this year.
You know, if you don't have a reason to, don't.
I just didn't want to take the time off work, to be honest. I need to save my PTO for MFF.
Well, what you could do is just head out after work.
I'm leaving Thursday after work.
Oh, Thursday
So
after work.
I'll be there Thursday night.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to take Thursday and Friday off. I only want to take Friday off. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll
Well,
be
there
there
you go.
Thursday night.
Good stuff.
The train wreck arrives.
And Con will be fine until then.
Basically, AC will be completely okay until that.
I wonder if the Omni has any hotel rooms left.
They might. I mean, you could just get something like that. Yeah, and
by yourself though.
YOLO.
What about your wife?
Possibly.
She's still in town.
Yeah.
Why isn't she here?
Shouldn't feel like dealing with you.
Oh.
To be honest, I completely agree with her. I don't feel like dealing with me. And yet I'm stuck with myself.
Some of my friends are more feminine than she is. Bitches.
Yeah, well, we've known that.
I know. Keep that time in the...
Pharaoh's leg is still really smooth.
Is it? I haven't felt... Actually, that's on my list of things to do tonight. Is feel Pharaoh's leg. His face is pretty smooth, and I touched it earlier.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't touch his face. I felt like he'd probably bite my hand off.
You want to touch my leg? CJ? Do you feel like you need to touch my leg?
Well, he's got socks on, so it's a little hard for him with his feet to do it.
Oh, wow. I can feel through my socks how, like... I could just... There's no, like, friction. Like, it's just completely smooth. Like, there's no...
It's like a slip and slide.
Can I slip and slide on your legs? That sounded real awkward. Here, I need to touch your leg. Such satisfaction just from touching your leg.
All right,
we need to figure
I
out
don't
something to
understand why this is such a satisfaction for you.
Because normal guys' legs aren't that fucking smooth. And when was the last time you shaved?
A couple days ago.
See, like, that's a problem.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like, that's an issue.
I got, like, spikes on my body if it's like a day.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, couple weeks.
Shaved 3 days ago.
Wow.
Couple.
Where's all the good mail gone, and where are all the fans?
Where's the streetwise fursuits to fight the rising spam? Isn't there a white knight upon a centaur steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I read.
God, I love that so much.
It is.
It is the best. So I just realized I didn't have any of the stuff ready. This is like FurCast Slow Edition tonight, pretty much. Anyway, new fur commuting to a con. I'm a new fur only a few months, and I'm planning on going to my first con, Furry Migration, this September. I know you guys get a plethora of questions about new furs and first cons, but I have a bit of a different one. I live in Minneapolis, and I do due to various reasons, I am going to have to commute to Furry Migration every day of the con. Oh, that's going to be interesting. How can I make sure to maximize my enjoyment of the con despite the inconvenience? Thanks, your pizza-obsessed panther friend, Dugan. So first of all, that's actually a great question. And by the way, Ego Equus, shout out to Ego. He's a Patreon supporter. Just messaged me on Telegram to tell me for Pharaoh, Marriott Courtyard still has king rooms on their regular site. So there you go.
So you should probably jump on that like now.
You should probably jump on that. I probably shouldn't have said that on air.
Yeah. So do that now. Go.
Which courtyard? There's one that's like 5-6 blocks away.
It's around the corner. It's not that bad.
There's two. There's one that's next to AC. That one
which is the Courtyard Marriott.
Through the actual site or through?
I thought the Marriott further away was not a courtyard. Or are they all Courtyard Marriotts?
I think they're all Courtyard Marriotts.
You sure? Positive about that?
Well, either way, both of them are nice.
Either way, can you just fucking check? Because if you're not at AC, I'm literally going to cry. I'm crying right now. You just can't see it. Fake tears.
You know, it'd be nice if friends actually saved a room spot for me. That'd be really nice, you know?
I had... Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
We don't room together.
Wait. To be fair, didn't you initially say you weren't going to AC?
No.
We don't room... You can't even put this on any of us. That is bullshit and a dick move.
I'll put it on everyone.
No. Don't put it on. I don't want anything of you on me. Okay? Nothing.
That's not what you said when you sat in my chair.
What?
We walked a waterfall together.
Yeah, I never said I wanted you on me.
Moving on. The person who emailed in. And my camera died. how can I make sure to maximize the experience? So that's interesting. Commuting to a con. I have to admit, I've never done that. I've had several friends who have, but to me, it's all about like waking up at the con. I don't know if I could commute.
Okay,
like
well
that.
I guess that is a convention.
Like even if there was a con here in Buffalo that went on for multiple days, like an entire weekend, I wouldn't commute there, even though I only live 20 minutes away from Buffalo. Even if I live 5 minutes away, it just there's something about. Right, it's the whole concept of like a vacation where the whole point is to just get away.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it's about to me. So I would have to. I
feel like I would get up earlier if I commuted to a con.
Because I would have problem with motivation going back. To be honest, if I had to drive,
because
I would really.
Because then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm tired. I'll just go to the con later, and it's like,
I feel like that'd be the opposite for me. I feel like I would get up early, but I'd feel like I'd want to leave at one point in time, and I feel like it'd be hard to leave when it's like late at night.
It would be hard to leave, but it would also for me be hard to get there. I have the same problem when I go to drift events. Like when I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to go. And then I'm like, well, I know I want to go. But
Ego Equus says the one that has the rooms available is the one right across from the convention center.
Yeah, Courtyard Marriott. So go on that now. Don't make me punish you. You don't get dessert after dinner if you don't go on the fucking website right now. I will whip you.
I have several friends that also need rooms that are like first name basis between us both that also might join you in the room if you get it. So
I'll join you in the room. Not really. I'm not going to pay for 2 rooms.
Anyway, so yeah. As for how to maximize your enjoyment of the con, I think it's really all about timing. And it's all about kind of figuring out what you're going there for. So maybe go out to eat with people a lot. That's something I would suggest. The other thing I would suggest is, stay there late, go to some of the events. Don't feel bad about leaving the con at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Because that's just...
I mean, as long as you're safe driving.
Yeah. Obviously, don't drive home drunk or anything like that. But that's pretty much my recommendation is just, see what it's like with timing. But there's definitely something magical about living in a con,
Well, yeah, because you wake up and you literally open your door to everything.
Yeah.
Everything's there. So, I mean, there's Western PA Furry Weekend, which is a pretty good con. It is a con, but it's not. It's actually, it's not at a hotel. Like, the actual main thing is held at a park. So you do have to commute. I mean, granted, you're in Pittsburgh, but you do have to commute from like whichever hotel you stay at to the park. And it's kind of the same feel. I get the same vibe from it as like, commuting to a con would be because you're not staying like at a hotel where the con's at.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of weird. Like I always get, I never want to wake up. So I'm always like, oh, I'll go in like an hour or so. And, people are always like, oh, let's go now. It's like, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I actually have to wake up and I can't just go at my leisure.
That's one thing I really like about MFF, though, is you open the door and it's like you're already in the hive of furry.
Yeah.
So, like, you kind of just look over the balcony. And that's the other cool thing is if you're tired
hive.
or you don't feel like doing con stuff, you can still just wake up and chill, but you're already there.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
You can go down to the lobby and just literally just sit down and just do whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. There is definitely a different feeling as far as staying at a con versus commuting to a con.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna forward that. Somebody emailed us about having problems logging into their FA, which I just think is kind of hilarious. I mean, I'm not gonna read it just because there's not much point, but it's just funny that somebody emailed us being like, "Hey, I need help with my FA account." It's like, what does that say right there? That's
FA.
Yeah. I feel bad, but looking for another email real quick.
Yeah, I'm searching for one.
Are you even ready for EC?
Me?
Yeah.
After I pass this cold, yeah, we'll be ready. Like this is like the storm before the bigger storm. This is the storm before the shit show, basically. It's gonna be
so it's like the hurricane and there's like a shit tornado that comes through afterwards.
Yeah, it's like you thought things were bad, but things are just gonna get so much worse.
So I have an email that's potentially controversial.
Okay.
Query, Knots and the Real Thing. Hi there, I'm Grizius. I'm new and still getting to know you guys after finding the show thanks to the incident. I'm a gay furry and a zoophile, and frustrated, maybe unfairly, over some of the intersections between fur and zoo. If someone likes knots, what is keeping them from liking actual dog dick? Same applies to horsecock. Wow, I like this guy. He just says what's on his freaking mind. That's great. You see semi-realistic animal genitalia and anthro art all the time, and I totally get why. Human cock gets boring after a while. Canine cock just look more fun and exotic. Comparatively, almost nobody puts a human cock on a horse character. No, they go as realistically big and flared as possible. And I just want to stop right there and just say that I just want to remind everybody that Bad Dragon is not only popular within the furry fandom, but
furries are like 10% of their business.
Yeah, furries are only like a percentage of Bad Dragon's business. They're like one of the best known dildo manufacturers in the world, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, probably because of quality control more than anything, though.
Yeah,
I would imagine. But why does there seem to be such a divide with such furs between illustrations or dildos of animal dick and the real thing? Maybe it doesn't blur together for everyone like it does for me, but what keeps it from doing so? I understand the practice of zoophilia is illegal in various places, so even admitting that you're into it could be shameful, obviously depending on where you live. But do you think legality is the only reason why being attracted to fake animal dick might not transfer into an attraction for the real thing? And how come some furs are disgusted by zoophilia but still have knots? How can someone repeatedly take knotted dildos up their ass but not even want a real dog dick up there? Thanks for reading, and thank you for not making a zoophile a taboo talking point. Keep being sexy, Grazius. So, great conversation topic, actually. Glad you brought that up. For me and for a lot of people, I think the reason is a lot of people, when they desire being close to someone or they desire being intimate with somebody, and intimacy is a big thing, especially being me. I'm a huge intimacy person. It is all about a sentient character and like submitting to a sentient character, especially furries who tend to be like you say, oh, shoving dildos up their ass. It's like, but that's the thing. Like furries want to, like most of the furries that I know who are ridiculously gay, who are into the Bad Dragon stuff, are all about like, oh, I'm submitting to like a big werewolf or whatever type thing. That's what they desire. So it's not the
kind of interacts more with the article that we did last week with the imagining the fantasy versus reality type.
Yeah. Right. And I I do agree, for me they do blend together a little more, but it's like, I guess, for the people who are disgusted, that's a separate thing. But for the people who are just plain not interested in that or are more interested in like the dildo stuff, again, it comes down to the exotic creature that you are, it's the fantasy type thing that's more interesting. And I think that's kind of what it's about for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of that fantasy is stuff that they put together with their mate or their loved one, who is someone that, because we are in the human world, they get connected to, because as a species, we fall in love with that type of intimacy. Whereas it takes a special type to be zoo, because it's a completely different relationship and interaction, and some people don't feel that is something that they can be in love with or even attracted to, because it's not, Even when I look at feral furry art, you'll notice that it's almost all of it is sentient. Like, it'll very clearly, the character will be like, feral form, but actually like have a personality and a persona, and like, people will
or still talk.
Or still talk, right? Yeah. And I think that's really what the divide is there. But yeah, it's a great, question, obviously. As for people who are disgusted by it, being disgusted by like pictures and porn of it, I mean, it just comes down to what you're interested in. Some people can't control what they're interested in. It's one of those things where like, if somebody's more attracted to somebody with a certain skin color, you can't say that that's racist, because it's like people like, nobody controls what they're sexually attracted to, really. But I think the reason that some people just find it disgusting is maybe because of the legality thing. For me, it's not what I'm attracted to. It's kind of like looking at like female human.
It's always been
porn.
less of a morality thing or legality thing, more of a morality thing, because I feel like it's...
For you, it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I've never really approved of, but I mean, to each his own. But I feel like for a creature that doesn't have any kind of sentience or, knowledge of what it is or isn't, it's kind of, one, I find it awkward that people can even try to form a relationship, because it's really a one-sided relationship, I see, more so than anything else.
Yeah, and obviously zoophiles would argue the hell out of that.
I know,
but
they
yeah,
would.
no, I understand your point.
It's just fine, which I don't mind that they can argue the hell, because great topic of the debate. It's one of those things that you don't have to agree with what I say, and then I'm probably not gonna agree with what you say, but in the end, I'm not gonna shit all over your parade and stuff. It's just that something I really just don't find that is correct. Not really correct. I mean, that's a bad way to put it.
It's not.
It's something that it just bothers me. It bothers me on a level just of, I feel like it's more of a, it's sort of it's like I hate to like put it that way, but it's like more of like an abusive relationship type thing. I feel where someone is like overly controlling of someone else, like just in the human realm, not in so much of on this topic, but just someone that's really protective and really overbearing and over controlling of someone else, of like a human sense. That's how I feel it is with any kind of animal sense. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it's more for people that do use these toys or like the exotic, dicks. I mean, there's zombie dicks out there, and people find them more attractive than human dicks. Human dicks are a dime a dozen. So most of the time, people are.
People like things that are exotic, and I mean, it's and obviously, we've had the zoophile discussion multiple times before, and some people would be like, oh well. Because to me, there's a big difference between people who get fucked by animals and people who fuck animals. Two completely different things, the way I see that. And whether or not you're comfortable with either of them is a thing.
I can agree with that. So
there's kind of, to me, that's sort of a big thing. And and I mean, animal cruelty has been a debate between, or what constitutes animal cruelty has been a debate forever. I mean, just recently, actually, I think in our local area, they banned declawing cats, because that is considered an animal cruelty, and there's a lot of evidence to support that it is something that's cruel. So it's just, it's the only thing that can really answer the question is science. But yeah, as for why it's disconnected, I mean, it's the same. It's a similar thing with like cub art. Some people get very upset about the cub art. And a lot of people, including me, I'm going to be honest, argue that like it's a drawing. I think that that's actually wonderful that somebody can take something that is obviously not good at all, very
creeps me out
a disrespectful thing. Yeah, it creeps me out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that you're into something that is that terrible, but you can share it with others in a completely harmless way, I think is a wonderful thing, and I want to be.
Because,
I want to.
If you're going to go into a kind of controversial topic, I feel like in that though, it's really a realm of fantasy more than anything else, because you have people that are into age degradation, which is a whole fantasy or fetish that people have. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's one of the things but that's not specific to furry either. There's a whole like mommy type. I forgot what it's called, the fetish, whatever it is.
Well, could I
like
just
where people like diapers and everything like that, but they actually
infantilism. Yeah.
That was it. That people are into, which is a whole fetish or whole kink that people are into. And so then it becomes where furry comes into play. It's one of those controversial areas where furry itself is a fantasy, and then you're taking a fantasy in a fantasy. So is that necessarily an actual person that is a child, or someone that is an adult that's acting as a child, but their persona is now a child? So I mean, that's another convolution that comes out of all of this, that really there's no line, there's no gray line, and there's no like black and white either for something like that.
For me, it's like, if you're gonna get upset about cub porn, you should also get upset about gore.
Yeah.
Art. I mean, that's, obviously pictures, that we're not even talking about that. But I mean, when it comes to like just a drawing on paper, I feel like if you're gonna get upset about that stuff, because really what it comes down to.
Well, then there's gorn.
It comes down to
which
this
is gore porn.
I think it's this fear that's sort of been ingrained in us by Western society, which is be careful of people who enable themselves to enjoy a fantasy that, if it became reality, would be bad. And I feel like it's that whole fear of, what if that person can't balance fantasy versus reality? And I feel like some people do that very well, and some people maybe don't. But I feel like I want to be a part of a community that does enable people to experience a fantasy that is not reality, for the sake of enjoy, having a community that feels connected. And then you look at vor porn. It's like, is that enabling people to do crazy shit? I don't think it is. Like, I don't think anybody's going out there saying, oh my God, we have to ban dragons eating wolf porn on Furfinity because that's going to make people think. I don't know. I just wanted to bring
up. Jump all the way back to the email, I'd say, as a point, the whole idea of knots, different barbs, whatever, strange animal dick penis thing that exists in furry, it all associates back to being sentient furry creatures that are anthropomorphic.
Right.
And that's one of the things where there is the difference, is that most furries are into something that's anthropomorphic and sentient.
Yeah. They want something that has people like the fact that it's a person mixed with an animalistic nature.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it comes down to that whole thing of like, oh, you're a werewolf, you're going to bite me. But you're also a werewolf with thoughts, and you're a person kind of sort of half human, half animal thing. And that is what I think enables people. And I think that's actually one of the cool things about furry is that we can look at something like animal genitalia and be like, wow, well, since we can't really have a connection with that animal, and since we're not really sure, depending on what science tells us, if that's abuse and yada, 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 let's actually enjoy it for its attractiveness, but in a way that actually we can be connected with that doesn't actually harm anything. It's one of those, no animal was harmed in the making of this dildo kind of thing, where, I think that's what it's about. As for, the animals, I don't know, you're going to have to look into science. There's plenty of science that tells us animals fucking love it. And there's other science that says, no, that's terrible. You got to figure that out for yourself. But it's definitely something, and I highly recommend anybody who's interested in this topic, if you look up the Wikipedia article for zoophilia, it is fascinating. It is just pages and pages of the entire history since the beginning of the human race. This kind of thing has been debated. So it's definitely worth reading into if it's something you're interested in. But yeah.
A lot of the Greek gods were animals that were fucking humans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Didn't Zeus turn into a goose and then fuck a chick and then turn into a horse and fuck a chick?
There's cultures where people learn how to have sex on an animal first, which is, I can't even imagine.
Wait,
like, that's...
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, I missed what you said.
He said
there are certain cultures right now on Earth where you learn how to have sex with an animal first before... That's like a tradition. So, there's weird cultures everywhere. Why is everybody like, you guys are staring at me?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Well, Loki came down as a horse, and then Zeus, I think.
I believe in like some Indian cultures, especially. That's a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, whatever.
Cultures into weird. But hey, that also stems into though that like a lot of like we would never eat a horse. Like you don't see horse meat here in the U.S. But in a lot of maybe you do in some places.
Well,
but like
you do some. Yeah.
You might see that being very common in other places.
Well, it's just like how in like China they eat dog.
Right.
We wouldn't.
You wouldn't even
US
think that here.
Yeah, like that would be.
And sometimes I wonder if that comes down to what we consider attractive. Maybe not sexually, but like to us, horses are like this powerful, amazing creature that has like helped us.
And dogs are like the family pet,
right?
Like,
and it's like the whole Western white man.
Yeah.
That's how you grew up in your life. And so we wouldn't ever think to eat a dog. Like that
what
just
wolf
doesn't
meat
even
taste like?
Probably like dog.
Bitter. Very red. It tastes like red.
It's the other red meat.
It's the other red meat.
Not Mountain Dew Code Red, but
Yeah.
But you can't even use intelligence as that because people eat pigs and pigs are actually a lot smarter than dogs.
Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of people say it's like but it's really not an intelligence thing,
Bacon, the intelligence tastes so sweet.
It's so good and it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
I don't like bacon that much.
Bacon's okay. I just think it's overrated.
Bacon is completely overrated.
It is definitely overrated.
Yeah.
But you can just get out now, Pharaoh, because
sausage.
Oh, I can go for some sausage though.
I could go for some sausage right now.
Sausage with
breakfast. So we're going to be specific. Okay. Breakfast sausage.
Breakfast sausage. Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh,
now
I don't like the sausage patties though.
I was just gonna say patties or links.
Links.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the patties.
You've redeemed yourself.
Not a fan of the sausage patties.
I like the patties better.
But what about on like a breakfast sandwich? Like, say I went to T-Ho's and I got a sausage, egg, and cheese.
T-Ho's.
Yeah.
No, because when they did like sausage links at one point in time, those were a lot better.
I don't remember that back in the day.
I'm not sure if it was Tim. I don't think it was Timmy Ho's. I think it was one of the other places, and they did sausage like links cut in half.
Yeah, well,
on a sandwich.
When I make my own like homemade breakfast sandwiches, that's what I do. I always buy the links. I never buy the patties, and I always cut them in half and just layer them.
I feel like there's more flavor in the links.
To me, it's more of like it's like a presentation sort of thing. Like I just don't like the way like a meat patty looks. Like a burger is fine, but like breakfast meat patties just look kind of weird. Like I don't know. I just like the way the link. I don't know, dude. The link just it looks just. They do taste a lot better too. They do. Then.
Oh, I don't like the patties. I like the links. Just something that's so visually appealing about the links. Probably because they suck a lot of dick.
I knew you were gonna go there. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I just like many dicks in my mouth, so I like the links better because they remind me of
Can't be
dick.
going licking some patties.
I'm so fucking gay that I just
Mayonnaise.
put dicks in my mouth. So I want the links because they remind me of
I like
penis.
your glasses today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My mom got me them.
She's
like,
sweet.
Rose is a good woman.
She makes good cookies too.
She makes bomb cheesecake.
Oh man, I ate so much cheesecake.
Yeah, thanks. You want to know how many? That was my birthday cake, and I had one piece, and you had like 90% of it.
No,
Thanks.
there's only half of a cake left in my fridge, and it was left in my fridge.
And I asked for it back.
You didn't come and get it. I wasn't gonna fucking deliver your cake for you. It wasn't your birthday anymore.
Fuck, you're right. It's okay. I remember I had a piece when I was drunk, and it was so good.
Oh yeah, it was.
She's gonna make it again, and I'm not gonna give any to you. I'll give some to Paradox.
It's okay. I don't want to eat anymore because I feel like I just become even more overweight than I already am.
Emails.
Right. Yeah, I have an email.
Anyways.
I have another one. And I sent the information about the Marriott over to Pharaoh.
I like syrup on my sausage.
And eggs? Do you put syrup on your eggs, like maple syrup on your eggs?
Sometimes. It depends on how sweet I want them.
I haven't done that in a long time. But I used to do it like when I was a kid, like emails.
We're talking about breakfast food right now, so we're enjoying this.
Okay, can we all just agree on one point that breakfast food is completely okay at any time of the day?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's not just breakfast food. That's all day food.
I don't think I could have the devotion to make breakfast food at like 6 or 7 a.m. though. There's no way. I couldn't wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning and be like, I'm going to make eggs, sausage.
Because there's a lot of preparation.
But if I woke up at like 11 or noon, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the perfect time for breakfast.
Yeah,
it really disappoints me when I go to a restaurant that, in particular, has good breakfast food, and they
don't do all day
serve
breakfast.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's...
and like there was one back when I was really young. Like every once in a while, I'd go to McDonald's before school, and I would walk in there, and I was always like a little late. But the one manager was super nice, so he would always like save a sandwich, and they'd be like, "Hey, we're not serving breakfast, but I have one that's left over. It's been in the warmer. Are you okay with that?" And I was like, "Sure." And I would always have that, and then the management changed; and they wouldn't do it anymore.
I was always pissed that like McDonald's and like Burger King used to close their breakfast at like 11.
Like, no, it was early. It was 10.
I think it was, like,
it was early. It was early. Yeah,
it's really early. It's
really
like-
early. Because I'd always be disappointed. Like I'd get there at like 10:30. I'm like, oh, can I have a crisp sandwich? And they're like, we don't have any breakfast left. They close at 10. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it. And then
It's
I
not
have to
an
get like
accurate
a
breakfast time.
I'd have to get like a chicken sandwich at like 10:30 in the morning. I'm like, that's not what I want at 10:30. Like, I want some eggs and sausage on a mini pancake.
So
McGriddles.
my wife used to make this. It still makes this, and it blew my mind when it first had it.
Well, when we all move in, she's gonna make it for all of us.
So French toast, right?
Okay.
Then you take French toast, and you make a peanut butter sandwich with it, and then you add syrup on top.
I don't know that.
So it's peanut butter in between two pieces of French toast with syrup on top. It's good.
I'm about that life.
It is
I'm
so good.
starving
You
right
get,
now.
like,
That sounds so good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm coming over to your house after.
Just make some French toast and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Sandwiches
With syrup.
We can go swimming.
In the hot tub?
I don't
want to go in the hot tub.
I don't wait 30 minutes after I eat.
I have an email.
Okay.
Yep. Organize a fur meet? Question mark. Hey, you big floofs, Jared again, and this time I have a semi-stupid idea. I live in Ontario, which has a high concentration of furries. I was just in Ontario. But my city has a fur meet. After doing some research, I found evidence of previous fur meets and even a small convention, which by this point you may know which city I'm talking about. I was literally in Toronto, like just recently. I've been to Toronto like 5 times in the past few months. I found evidence of previous fur meets and a small convention, which retired by the time I joined the fandom. Since it's clear no one here has any initiative to start anything, and I know some local furs, including a couple 20+ furs who could help out, what if I started a fur meet? It's a long shot and it would require some effort, but I'm not doing much in my downtime anyways. What do you guys think? Would a 15-year-old be able to start such an initiative? If so, where do I start? Would there be any cost? Thanks again, Jared Tamarana. Furry name, so yes, you can say the full one. Okay, so And my camera died, of course. You seem to be wanting to start like a furry event, not maybe a fur meet. When a fur meet starts, usually it's just like, hey, you guys want to all go to the same bowling alley on this Saturday? Like that's a fur meet. Like, I don't know.
It's a meet.
Yeah, it's just a meet. Like I've been to fur meets that are just like, hey, let's just go out to eat at this restaurant, like on a Friday night. That's a fur.
Or like, hey guys, I'm going to this movie. If anybody wants to join me.
Yeah,
you know,
like I mean, I like your incentive to or not incentive, but your interest in going big. That's pretty cool, and you could go big. But I mean, just kind of start it. Just hang out with some people, And as for does it cost anything? Well, it depends. If you're going out in a public place, maybe it does. But the other thing to factor in is if it gets bigger, how do we handle that? Or maybe have a friend that you're going to try to organize things with. As for being 15, maybe. Again, it depends on if you have your own transportation. I'm guessing you're living in Toronto, so obviously you have TTC, to which can get you anywhere. But it really just depends on how navigational you are. Like if you're just going to say, hey, let's all meet at this restaurant and just go out to eat on a Friday night, can you get there? Can your friend get there? Can other people get there? Like that's going to be the concern right there. Not necessarily are you 15. Because like here in our particular region, it's really common for everybody to just pretty much drive everywhere, unless you're maybe like a college student or something. But like I've grown up in a family, we had 3 cars. That's just kind of how it is here. So, when I was 15, I might not have been able to organize a meet like that because I would have to have somebody either drive me there or pick me up. Maybe I had a friend who could do that. And I most certainly was a part of the community in a way where maybe a meet I was involved, but I didn't wake up and go, I'm going to start a fur meet because I just didn't have the means to do that. So it really just depends on where you live in your region and how many connections you have. Either way, start small, get big later. That's what I would do.
It's tough too when you don't have any means of transportation to get around, like you just said.
Yeah. But I mean, all of the meets that I know of that are to the point where they cost money. Take, for example, the New York Furry Ball. Like that started small. And then eventually I think they just decided, like, a meet that had already been going on was like, yo, put in money for this. We're going to go to this hotel. We're going to, like, rent it out for a night and do this thing.
And now it's huge.
But it started as, like, a small thing, and it started with a group that was already established with people who were, like, already meeting in this. I think they went into a bowling alley, and they would actually, like, raise money. But even then, they had to build up that. So it's really just kind of about building things up and... or if you're someone who's experienced doing meets, maybe you could go big at first, but, that's kind of what it's about there.
For show.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have any mail? Maybe? Pharaoh's in the middle of ordering the rooms.
I was reading the chat because apparently I'm being accused of having a boner right now in the chat. You can attest. You want to feel it?
I'm kind of disappointed that you don't. I was kind of hoping that the chat would be right about that.
This and like this all going on with my body.
Yeah.
My penis is the absolute last thing on my mind right now. Like I don't do anything. Like
you heard it here first, folks.
FurCast, letting you know how my penis is doing.
We're gonna go a quick 5-minute break and then come back.
Yeah, we could actually just
find an email real quick. Well, during the break, we'll do that.
You guys are listening to FurCast on XBN.
just what to do. If you feel like it's over and nothing seems right no more, and you're in need of something new, and if it's too much to handle and you think you've been here before, well then there's only one thing to do. So let's progress. We'll be much better than the rest, and we can blaze a trail ahead. What we become will be determined by the things we will have done, and we can conquer them instead. If you feel like it's over and nothing seems right no more, and you're in need of something new, and if it's too much to handle and you think you've been here before, well then there's only one thing to do.
Welcome back to FurCast and XBN. That was Turn It Up Higher by Fox Stevenson. Love that name. He does some good drum and bass, and he's actually released a couple glitch hop tracks as well that are pretty good. In the meantime, CJ and I found another email or two, and we're going to go through those, and then we'll probably just kind of call it a night. Maybe it's a little bit of a shorter episode, finally, for once. Dear God, FurCast episodes are way too long. But we are going to AC, so... you know, we'll have tons of stuff to talk about when we come back from that. So anyway, to jump into another email, fatigue with everything happening. I do not mind if the following is read on air, as others might be feeling the same. Hello to Paradox, Pharaoh, CJ, and any guest that may be there. I have a question. After years in the fandom and being around those on both sides of the social justice movements due to wanting to stay impartial, how normal is it to get fatigued on this issue? I didn't mind defending either side, but now, because I played devil's advocate, anything I say seems to cause other people to lash out or throw accusations. Despite trying to defend my position, it gets worse. What advice would you give, either to fix it or to deal with it? From your Fox from the future, aka New Zealand, Kit Fox. So, awesome. That's a good question, and I do think this applies to being furry, because there are a lot of people in furry who, you know, are very on the side of social justice stuff. The way I see it is everybody has different priorities in their life, and as you grow up and get older and develop as a person, I think one of the things you slowly start to realize is that there's certain people who bring you down in life, and there's certain people who bring you up in life. And some people, they want to do the right thing, but, you know, sometimes it's just, of course, my camera dies right in the middle of talking, but the thing is, I know a lot of people who are great people. They want to do the right thing, and they want to be on the right side of history, and they value being, but they're just so, I don't want to call them negative because that's such a terrible blanket term to put onto somebody. But it's like, there are some people who I know who are like, they make me feel good about moving forward with things. And there's other people who kind of make me feel like I'm going backwards on certain issues, to the point where they're almost mean or just negative about it, especially when it comes to different opinions. At some point, you kind of just need to decide, you know, are the people I'm around bringing me up, or are they bringing me down? And that's not to say that the people who bring you down don't have important things to say, because they do. And some of your worst enemies in life are sometimes the people you have to listen to the most, unfortunately. And so, you know, that's the thing. It's not that you can just like throw away some people and, oh my God, I'm only going to listen to these people, because then you're just going to surround yourself with people who say the same thing as you. And that's not a good thing either. Sometimes it's good to have refreshing mindsets around. And, you know, that's one of the things that having a full-time job helps with, because, you know, your coworkers will often have, you know, they will not be anything like the lifestyle that you're a part of. And so that can kind of refresh your memory. But that also, when you go back to be with, let's say, your furry friends, you might feel a little better because, hey, I'm not with, you know, my coworkers who are nothing like me anymore, type thing. Depends on your coworkers, obviously. But yeah, so, you know, that is definitely, you're not crazy for feeling that way. You know, but it just depends on what kind of people you follow. Some people follow issues and they just got to bring everybody down with it. Maybe it's for a good reason, maybe it's not. Other people, you know, I don't know. But I think I'd like to say, and this is kind of a weird thing, but I'm just going to say this to you guys here in the studio, but especially you, Pharaoh. I think you'll probably identify with this. But we kind of experienced that with one of our friends. You know who I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Where it's kind of like you get to this point where you've got two people who maybe, like, I'll use this is terrible. Well, Tumblr is going to kill me when I say this, but I'll use like transgender as an example. You know, like transgender is something that is such a difficult issue. Well, it's a difficult issue for people who are transgender. It's not a difficult issue at all. Why the fuck do you, I don't understand the whole gender thing. Why can't you just have bathrooms that are fucking, you know, gender neutral or whatever? But anyway, but it's a difficult issue in terms of transgender people having to deal with it. But it's like, I know, like I had one transgender friend who was very, oh my God, the world is falling apart, this is terrible, and focusing on all of the issues. And then another transgender friend that was so happy to just become herself. And every day it was all about, I'm so happy I'm finally getting to be myself. And everybody was like, yeah, you're awesome, and that's so cool. And every day she would post stuff about like, you know, I'm so happy to be a girl today. And like other people would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, you're awesome, you know, and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, that is not at all to undermine the issues that are dealt with here. And to be honest, both of them did a little bit of both. But I definitely had one friend that was very, you know, you couldn't hang out with them without that being a problem and that being about it. And I felt bad because it's like I wanted to be their friend and I wanted to be like rooting right up there with them. Like, yeah, these are big issues and I'm going to talk to you every single day about this. But it's like, you know, you get to a point where it's like, man, I just want to hang out and be with somebody that I can connect with and enjoy life with. And, you know, it's not like I'm not supporting you because, and you know, I accept you for who you are and I want to actually live life and accept you as that. And that's the other thing, you know, I don't know, but anyway, sorry, I'm just kind of talking through this. I apologize that I'm on a, you know, maybe a soapbox about it, but it's just like, you know, you kind of need to, as you get older, figure out what kind of people are the people you want to be around. And that's difficult, but you know, I just always thought it's, you know, it's amazing to have two people who are part of the same issue but handle it completely differently. And, you know. And the other thing is, you know, this is a quote and I know it upsets a lot of people, but pick your battles in life. Like, really, pick your battles. Like, I don't know if that's the exact quote, but let's like pick your battles wisely, which is basically saying, you know, spend your time and your energy and your anger and your negativity and your motivation to solve problems on things that are actually, you know, are important to you. And for some of those people, that's an important issue. So fine, they should go be with people who are like them, which there's plenty of them. So, you know, I'll vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
So that's my take on the whole social justice thing. You know, be on the right side of history, but don't destroy your life over the fact that things aren't perfect, because things have never been perfect. And if anything, today we live in one of the best times that has ever existed to be alive. And I know that that's like really a cliche thing to say, but like, holy shit, seriously. You know, I feel like there's plenty to get excited about. But, you know, that's not to undermine the fact that some people go through some shitty things in life that sucks. So,
yeah, that happens.
And that's the other thing. Sometimes I feel really bad because I know people who, like, their life definitely sucks. And it's like, you know, you want to support them and be there for them, but it's like, you know.
It's tough to do that.
It's tough to figure, you know, and I guess, you know, it comes to relationships too. A lot of people believe the whole Hollywood perspective on relationships of like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're going to be there for them at every single moment. You will you'll drop everything. You'll drag your whole life down. If they end up in the hospital, you'll be by their side for every minute. You'll quit your job to sit next to them in the hospital because you love them so much. And it's like, okay, I have seen people who are that dedicated, but it's like, you need to figure out what works best for you, because life is short. And, you know, maybe that Hollywood cliche exists of the like dedicated person who's going to destroy their whole life, but you know,
sometimes it's just not worth it. Well, it's not that it's not worth it.
It's sometimes when you do what's best for you, it's not as selfish as some people might say it is.
Yeah, it's more or less, this is real life. This isn't Hollywood. Like,
yeah,
the movie keeps going.
Yeah,
basically, like, you know. So
that's that email. And I will just private message that to Pharaoh real quick so that he can put that in the log. Did you have an email? Yeah,
I couldn't find my original one, but I found another one. The fandom, my friend, and a special request. Hello, I'm Timber, or Timber Wolfie. I'm a 15-year-old male from the East Coast, and I love your show. Recently, I was talking to my friends about furries and they told me that they hated them. They did not know I was one, nor did I tell them, but now a problem has appeared. Do I hide the fact that I'm furry and never get a full furry experience, cons, fursuits, etc., or do I tell them and risk losing all my friends? P.S. CJ moaned for me. I don't know if I'm going to moan today. Maybe a little bit later. We'll save it. Yeah. Timber H. Wolfie. I actually know not a decent amount, but like a few furries that kind of have the same problem. If you do the fandom, you have your friends that aren't furries, then you're obviously getting more involved into it, and then the topic might come up, about furries or whatever, and depending on how you kind of hear through the vine or the woodwork. Yeah. Like, you don't really know how your friends are going to react. I mean, like, to be honest, it just depends on how you explain it. Like, a lot of it is that, yeah. The way that I tell a lot of people is like, furry is literally as weird as you make it sound. If you make it sound like it's this crazy like kink thing, then like it's purely sexual. Or it's not about that. No, it's not about that. It's not about any of the things you guys believe. It's like, just don't even address that. That makes it worse. Like, just be cruel about it. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm a furry. It's kind of cool. Like, we go to cons and I really like, hang out with friends. Like the way I used to explain it to like even like my managers at my old job, once they found out, I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, I like to travel. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm like, you make your own character, and it's like, or just say it's an excuse for you to hang out with your friends. And that's what I say. I'm like, and they're like, well, why do you go to these conventions? I'm like, well, because like it gives me an excuse. I love driving. I'm like, it gives me an excuse to travel, to get out of town and see people I would not see on a daily basis. And they were like, oh, that's it? Yeah, that's it. Oh, well, that sounds boring. Well, okay, sure. Like, whatever. Like, they were like, I think we've talked about it before. They were like mad that like I didn't do like sexual shit or whatever. It's like, you just didn't even bring it up. Yeah. I didn't even bring it up. Well, it's not that it did come up, because that was the first question. At least my managers who are all adults, like they know, they were always asked like, oh, what about sex? I'm like, yeah, it happens. Casual. Yeah. Like everyone has sex, whatever. So it's just, but you get to you want to make it to the point where they're actually jealous of you. Yeah. If you get to that point, like, and that's the thing is like, a few jobs back, like I found out that my coworkers were actually like thought it was cool. Like they acted like they were gonna make fun of it in front of me, but then it turns out they actually were like, wish they could have had something, a con to go to a few times a year. Well, I know one person recently that like kind of just like got into the fandom, whatever. and was like kind of testing waters with his friends. Turns out one of his friends, like girlfriends or whatever, is like she messaged him because he kind of like told his friend like while she was around. She like messaged him like, I'm into that too. Like, like not like completely into it, but she was interested in it. She's like, oh my god, like I've always had like this thing for cats. She's like, is that kind of the same thing? And he's like, yeah, pretty much.
Sure,
like,
whatever.
She's like, oh well, like I like acting cat like or something. I don't something along those lines. But I was like, it's not that weird. Like, but I mean, as far as this email goes, I wouldn't say like just come out as a furry. Just either test the waters or, to be honest, it's none of their business. Like if they find out, they find out. Whatever. But I mean, you keep it to yourself if you're worried about losing your friends, or if you have one that you really trust and like be like
By the time I was in it enough that it was going to affect existing friendships, I already had way more friends in the fandom.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing too, is I'm not saying like you have to transition or your goal should be to get rid of those friends. Right?
Yeah,
like,
that's not at all.
I'm not going to say that, but at the same time, like you will find over time that again, it's all about who you hang around in your life. Do you want to hang around people who bring you up or not? And very slowly in your life, I would hope that you and many people find themselves around people who motivate them to be productive and motivate them to, be interested in things. And that's just kind of, your interests change throughout your life.
Yeah.
I didn't like broccoli. I like broccoli now. So, I guess see you guys later. I know that's probably unacceptable.
Wait. You like broccoli?
Yeah.
We can't be friends.
I like broccoli.
We can't be friends either. Well, I didn't want to be friends.
Well, we none of us were friends with him.
Yeah.
I like green beans too.
Yeah.
You're sick.
I don't like black beans or brown beans.
You are sick.
So, Pharaoh, I have a question. Did you just buy a hotel room with paws?
Maybe.
That's
so you bought a room?
Yeah.
He just bought a room. That's why Pharaoh's been quiet. He bought the hotel room. Yeah.
I had to buy it from Wednesday to Monday though to get it.
We're gonna party so hard. Are you ready for me at
Pharaoh?
1,000?
The few people who I know who need a room, if they are someone who's on a first name mutual basis with you that like I know would be okay, do you mind if I tell them? Just to help you out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I do know a few people who I know are mutual friends of ours. So,
for some reason, I had to put one person in the room, and then I had to book from Wednesday to Monday to actually get the room to show up.
That's weird. That's really interesting. You know why? It's probably because there's so much demand that
maybe they were just saving it for like if somebody needs a room, because like we don't.
No, because if you search Thursday to Monday, it wasn't existing, and you had to search Wednesday to Monday.
I hope you don't get there and they're like, you have a room for like Wednesday night. And then
no, the price was pretty steep. So
jeez,
yeah, that sucks.
All right, yeah, Pharaoh, I'll try to see if I can find anybody that we know really well that can help you out.
Glad I have credit cards.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. By the way, advice for a con: don't ever put a hotel room on your debit card. Just don't, because they will charge a massive amount of money for like the deductible and everything, and like the just don't do that. It's much easier to put it on a credit card because then they can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And most hotels will tell you that too. If you walk in and say, hey, here's my debit card, they'll be like, you might want to use a credit card. But
LOL, no thanks.
All right. So, how you guys feeling? What are you guys up for? We want to call it a night and maybe just take some post-show calls.
Yeah, we take some calls.
Okay.
I'm feeling like I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I think we're all just kind of out of it. I mean, I think we're pumped for AC. That's for sure. I know I'm pumped for AC, but. Good stuff. So we will call it a night here on FurCast. Well, the new audio interface worked well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, worked well.
Definitely worked
We're
very
good, didn't
well.
have any issues. Good old RME stability. Anyway. So yeah, well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. I hope to see tons of you guys at AC. That should be good. That should be fun. Stay tuned to all of our Twitter feeds because we'll all be there. You're going down Thursday night, right?
Thursday night.
I'm going to be there Wednesday night. Pharaoh will probably be there Thursday, I imagine, but then...
Well, I got a room from Wednesday night.
So are you going on Wednesday?
I can't get off Friday, but I'm going to try to get off Friday.
Okay.
I have off Thursday.
All right.
Wait, you still have to work Friday?
Yeah. I'm off Thursday now.
So what are you going to do?
What?
Are you just not...
How are you going to solve this problem?
Are you going to drive back and work?
Back? Maybe.
Oh my God.
If they don't let me off.
If you want, I mean, I can check into the room for you if you want to, like if we get other people involved or something, I can take care of that part of it.
Put more names on the list too.
Yeah.
I could edit it.
Yeah.
I said 10 minutes to book it before it stopped existing.
Yeah.
Touche on the room notice from Ego Equus.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Ego, for suggesting that to Pharaoh. We don't have to cry anymore because Pharaoh will be at AC, so it's good stuff.
Nope. I can save my tears.
Anyway, well, for everybody tuning in live, stay tuned. We'll be taking calls. For all the podcast listeners, thank you so much for supporting us. Good night.
You're listening. The Friday Night Tech Show.
Friday Night Tech.
FNT Radio.
I hit the wrong jingle again.
Yeah, that wasn't the right one.
That wasn't the right one. I think I need to get used to this new control panel over here.
This is the Zana Broadcasting Network.
And that's a wrap.
That was a good FNT.
Oh, I stopped recording on there accidentally. I just realized we're not supposed to stop recording on that one. We're supposed to stop recording on this one. Hi, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.